Hello, can everybody hear me? I'm in a different environment today. Um, Let me know if you can hear me though, 'cause I feel like I don't have any sound for some reason. Okay, cool. Hi everyone. And I also don't know if you guys did that intro play. I was uh, I was just playing with a few different programs, and obviously I don't have very good software, and I have zero experience, so a little bit embarrassed. But hopefully somebody that is a little bit better with tech stuff will reach out and can kind of make that intro a little less ghetto. But that's kind of the idea that I want to do. I thought it was kind of cool. So how is everybody today? Saturday. Kraka, wow, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Belinda and Randy, Sailor Moon, Wolf, Go Flames, Julia. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Allison, sorry, Trudels, and Carol, and Lori, Ariel. How do you say your name? Ernstine? I don't know. Seawood, good to see you. Rena, great to see you always. Prickly Pear, love that name. Johnny, Wicked, Breaking Beats from UK. Hi. It's amazing. I'm surprised. Like, this is my second live, and I know that I've been with Sunny for a long time. And so I know that everybody, not everybody, but I know that you all came here pretty much from Sunny, so I'm surprised that I have so many people here, being that my second live stream yesterday was pretty successful as well. So thank you, Lindsay. Um, we're building a house, so we call it Suite 1. It's going to be a B&B, so the main house is over to the side here. And where I am right now, I'm in Suite 1. It's the only like livable suite. And I'm in front of the window. So it's a little better lighting, obviously, than my dreary little bedroom in my apartment. So hopefully the sound is a little bit better too. I don't have any trains or anything happening here. So hopefully it's much better. I was told not to, but I did go back and rewatch my live from yesterday just to see how it was coming across to you guys, because I want to be, you know, I want to be I want to come across as legitimate. But so I moved my monitor up and over so that I won't be looking down at chat so much. I'll be looking, like, my camera's here, but chat's like right here, and my screen is over here and over here. So I should be able to be a little bit more engaged with you all. So hopefully this all goes well. Because I'm very inexperienced, I just show up for Sunny and she goes live, and everything is taken care of for me. So my plan is, like I explained yesterday, we want to start at the beginning. We want to go through everything that happened, try to keep it as much as we can in real time, just to revisit stuff. A lot of times when cases, it's not cold, but when we've kind of reached a lull in information coming out, the best thing to do is to go back and start from scratch and re-listen. And you never know, if you listen to it try to listen to it without our preconceived biases that we've all got. And I mean, just because of the way this case is going, I think it's pretty reasonable, and we have every right to feel the way that we do, whatever way that is. But if we try to get rid of that and listen to it with fresh eyes and clean perspective, you never know what we might have missed, right? So Um, this conversation, I think, should start in April, April 30th. And being that we don't have any real articles or any real sources to talk about what went on that Wednesday, it would have been, that's the day that they all went to Grandma Patty's to do laundry, right? And I think the reason that that is important is because of things that we've heard since. And I know that's kind of going against, staying away from our preconceived bias and try to forget everything that we know. But if it feeds into the story, it's still important. But having said that, we don't know if what we've heard is true. So we're gonna talk about it. And like I said yesterday, we're gonna do it together. So I want to keep a close eye on chat. So that, hey Kent, hey Angry Rabbit, Trudeau's, I think I said hi to you, or anybody that I missed, hi. Thanks for being here. But anyways, so as we're going through this first part, the 30th of April and May 1st, this is all mostly based on stuff that we've either read or heard online, not so much official reports. So I'm going to be relying on chat if I get something wrong, because it's not my intention. So April 30th, this is the day that we heard that Malaya, Daniel, Meadow, Jack, and Lily all went to Grandma Patty's to do laundry. Laundry day at Grandma Patty's. So recently, and I made a comment on Facebook, and I had tears. I was laughing so hard at my own comment because sometimes that can be funny. But somebody posted about Daniel waiting in the car while Malaya was inside doing laundry. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in Patty's statement to the RCMP, she also said that Daniel had waited in the car while Malaya did laundry, but she said that was like a week or more before that, if I'm not mistaken, but we're not going to talk about Patty's statement today. That's a long time to wait in the car. 6 bags of laundry, and I mean, I overthink and overanalyze everything, so I'm thinking, okay, is it 6 garbage bags of laundry, and is it folded laundry? Because if it's folded laundry, 6 garbage bags of laundry is more like probably 12 loads of laundry. But if it's like little Walmart bags, then maybe 3 loads of laundry. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, it's going to be relative. But anyways, 6 bags of laundry. I don't care how much laundry. That is a long time to wait in the car. So it's a little odd. What are the reasons for that? What possibly could be the reason for Daniel waiting in the car? Maybe he didn't like or get along with Malaya's family. Kent has something to say. You don't need to put your hand up in chat. Is that what you're doing? Because you're not muted. Because if you were up here with me, you'd probably be muted. But anyway, what was I saying? Ken, you distracted me. Oh, everybody's saying hi, Ken. I get it. I see. I gotcha. Anyways, so, but another possibility is maybe to go along with the fact that he didn't want to be inside. Maybe they didn't want Daniel inside. Maybe he and Malaya weren't getting along that day, so he decided to stay in the car, play on his phone, take a nap, whatever, right? If it's true, it's strange. Why even accompany her? Because it was her car. She didn't need him to drive. You know what I'm saying? It's just odd. It's just odd. And then also the point to Vesica, is that how you say your name? Thanks for being here. Hi, Anne, Mama G, everybody. But drugs, maybe, possibly. Maybe he was taking a nap. You never know the reasons. It is odd. If he indeed waited in the car while we did 6 bags of laundry in the house with all the kids, And then Malaya left with Meadow to go get a plate. So did Patty babysit Jack and Lily? Or did Daniel come in the house at that point? Because then my next point is how does he know that Lily's black eye came from the right, Kent? But anyways, how did he know how Lily got her black eye if he wasn't right there watching her? But that's a good point. He wasn't in the car when she went to go get her plate. Oh, with Meadow. Excuse my dog. He's bouncing my table. So, I mean, ideas? It's just a bizarre story about the Wednesday, and could relate to what actually ended up happening to these kids 2 days later, or, whatever we think. We'll get there. But Kraka, yes, he could have stayed home. Maybe it was his level of control that he stayed with her because she was leaving. Kent would know better than I do, but is Belinda or Cody anywhere near or on the way to where Grandma Patty lives? Because, yeah, why not just stay home? Doesn't make sense. And does it relate and does it play into what happened to Jack and Lily? And that's why it's important to at least bring up, even though we don't have a lot of information to talk about or even dissect. But it's important to bring it up, and it's important to include it in the conversation if we're going to start from zero, right? Good point. Also good to know, she lives the opposite way. So, I mean, if it was due to his level of control, what's he afraid of at Grandma Patty's? It's bizarre, and looks like we all agree. Sailor also, didn't he say Lily got her black eye that day because she got hit by a Tonka truck? And didn't they say they slept in the car the whole time? How can both be true? I mean, they can't. Is there proof that he was there? Other than he said and Malaya said? I'd say no. But, and I mean, so Malaya and Danielle say that they were doing laundry on Wednesday, but Patty in her RCMP statement said it was like a week or two before the kids went missing. So it is, I'm reading because somebody's asking Ernstine if Patty confirmed they were all there, and she did in that police statement. In the police documents, Kent, but didn't the police documents say that Patty said it was a week or two before? Let me just see here. I'm sure, like, I don't really want to pull the police documents up today because there's so much to them and kind of hard to find each individual person's statement, but she had to take the kids with her because Cindy and Wade were supposed to show up for a visit to Grandma Patty's, but they didn't show up, right? But I think the question is, why didn't Daniel stay home if he was just going to stay in the car? Afraid she's going to leave him and not come back. That's pretty viable. If you ask me, that's pretty believable. Did Daniel and Malia use one or two cars that day? I believe they just used the one. Malia did have to go get a plate, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Kent, correct me if I'm wrong, but Grandma Patty paid for that. Because she confides possibly to get to Grandma Patty. I think along the same lines as what we were just saying. You guys sure my lighting is good? It seems awful bright. Like I feel like I'm in a, or like I feel like I've got a bright light in my face. It's literally just my window, but as long as I'm not blinding anybody. Where did sleeping in the car come from again? I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is just Facebook rumors just throwing around possibilities as to why he waited in the car. I don't know that that's any kind of factual statement. I think it's just people trying to figure out waiting in the car for 6 loads of laundry seems a little bit unbelievable and unreasonable to believe. So I'm curious whether he was using the family image to deal, well, maybe it's possible. Patty's statement, but both Daniel and Malia's had the same scenario. Match statements, yeah, they did. And I think their stories, for the most part, align. But that just means if you don't believe one, then you can't believe the other. So, and I mean, if they were contrived and pre-planned, not premeditated, but decided upon before the fact. Am I unfairly speculating here? I shouldn't do that because I didn't want to do that. Julia, hi, good to see you. And Citizen Sleuth, very good to see you. You say it's only my second life, so you haven't missed much. Just saying. But thank you for being here. Controlling men would wait outside the whole time. The whole time. I mean, I'm not in the mind of a controlling man, but to me, I would be afraid to look like a creep sitting in the car that whole time. You know what I mean? Usually, like they like to put on a show, like they're the good guy. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just weird. She couldn't leave all 3 kids with Patty. There's no way by herself. And fair enough. I'm only 51, and I'm pretty sure Patty's an older grandma because Malia is a lot older than my grandkids. And when I'm down there and my daughter wants to go out, I make her choose 2 kids to take because she has 4. I would prefer to keep the older 2, you know what I mean? So I totally agree, Ken. It is too, yeah, I thought so. I wonder what I can do about that today, because like I said, it's not light. I have all the lights turned off. It's a window right in front of me. Maybe if I, just a minute. But that's better. Malia was overwhelmed with all 3 kids. I could see it. Honestly, I could see it. It is a possibility. It would help explain why she left the place like she did. I appreciate it. I mean, it was too bright for me too, so. Hi, Jaylene. Good to see you. Where did you go? Did I put your comment up? Oh, there you go. If you partially close the blinds, there's no blinds. It's a new house. I don't have blinds. I don't have a curtain. I have a shower curtain in the bathroom. Sorry. We thought you wanted to look like a ghost because it's October. Not yet. I would prefer to keep my tan. It's not going to happen, but no, that's not it. Beating a dead horse here. Hopefully this is better. Sorry. If nothing else, it is very odd. It is. And like I said, it might be. You have feedback on the sound. See, I thought it would be better today because there's no trains or anything. It might be this mic, actually. It might be the mic. Hopefully I didn't screw it up just now. We'll work it out. Over time, I'll figure it out. If you can't hear me, let me know. Other than that, we'll get through it, okay? Did Patty know they were using her credit card? That I don't know. I do not think that she was aware of all the charges on the credit card. We've heard rumors, I guess, that there were charges made, significant amount of charges made to Patty's credit card, and some people have gone as far as calling it theft. So there's no official complaint or anything like that we've seen, but we've heard. And the 6 loads of laundry, where did the number 6 comes from? I know recently Dee said he handed over 6 bags of Jack and Lily's clothes, but didn't hear 6 bags of laundry. Kent, where did 6 bags of laundry come from? You would know. Did they bring all the clothes home with them? That's a lot of laundry. So now, more recently, we've heard that Daniel came to find out that none of Malaya's clothes made it back home. If it's true or not, we don't know. We know that Malaya said that the kids went to bed in the clothes that they were wearing because she still hadn't unloaded the laundry bags when they got home. And Thursday, she just didn't get a chance to put the laundry away. So the kids slept in those clothes, which did they sleep in the clothes they were also wearing on Wednesday? But those are the stories that we've heard. Your light is too bright. Your face looks like that's cool. Like it looks like that, but it's not a light. It's the window. So for next time, I'll move my desk. If you knew the family didn't like you, you might sit outside, or Jen, you might stay home. I mean, if there was that much laundry to do, why wouldn't you just stay home? Because that's an awful long drive to take. I believe like an hour-ish to sit in the car, to drive an hour-ish back. And I mean, it can't be true because Kent makes a good point. He wasn't in the car when Malaya took Meadow with her to go get that plate. So yeah. I would guess Daniel went somewhere during those 6 hours. You would think maybe on foot, possibly. It's a good point. Surely if he was outside, he would have used his phone to look at internet, and I'm sure they will. If it plays into the timeline for what happened to Jack and Lily. If they think it's irrelevant, then they wouldn't have a reason to look into that. But I don't know how it would be irrelevant, in my opinion. No, Lindsay, I got nothing. When you sit closer to ceramic, it kind of goes away. Ceramic? I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. Oh, when I sit closer to the camera? Like that? Closer? Just kidding. Maybe Daniel wasn't welcome. Yes, maybe. Living in the boonies, may have wanted to get away. D, just going for the ride. How often was laundry done there and for how long? Excellent point. Absolutely. And this is good because now we're brainstorming things that actually make sense and not just thinking of the worst possible reason, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to open my own mind here so I'm not constantly looking for ways to blame these people or to make them look sketchy. Um, I think it's important. I feel like Malaya is on the spectrum as well. It would explain much of her behavior. It's possible. There are a lot of adults who more recently have gone to the doctor to get checked for autism or being on a spectrum because their behavior or their feel like what they go through on a daily basis just can't be explained. And I think with social media and TikTok and more open conversation about stuff like that, it makes people wonder, hey, I wonder if that's what I have. So they're actually being diagnosed at a later age. So it's possible. I tend to get the feeling Dee never liked or got along with her family. I I tend to agree with you. If you take what Wade says, or just the way, like even Haley and Logan, just the way they kind of talk about each other's families and Janie, they just they don't seem to. The families didn't seem to blend well from the outside looking in. So Donna has a question for Kent. What is your take on Lily's pink sweater that she was allegedly wearing when she was missing, being seen by Wade in the car? Did Kent answer? I don't understand how Wade would know what she was wearing when they woke up because he was only there afterwards. And I'm sure if she likes pink and Barbie as much as they say she did, I think Kent is saying she probably had more than one. I'm going to go back up a little bit because I had to search for that answer. I'm not putting that comment up, but I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Amy. The old mic was okay with earphones. Just echoing a little. I found yesterday it was almost like staticky. Like when I was re-listening, I was like, what the hell? And I thought maybe because it's got that noise cancellation, so anytime you talk, the mic would start. But then I had my fans and everything going, and it was picking all that up with my voice. And I thought for sure today it wouldn't be so bad because I don't have any noise here right now. Okay, so this one is a good one, I think. Question for people. Does anyone find it at all odd that the kids were, or all the kids' clothes were requested from Malaya after the fact? I've heard that Malaya's family was making what do they call it? Like a memory blanket for each of the kids. And we've done that for, I think it was my grandson's first birthday, or maybe his third birthday, but all of his baby clothes were sewn into one big blanket. But good point, yeah. Like, why? But does it kind of go alongside with why did she want their birth certificates, other than the fact that they're her children and she's not planning on going back to Daniel? Is it just because she wants all of her kids' stuff back? I beg the question, does she not want her kids back? But I didn't say that. This is just a continuing, because I figured that's where he was going with that answer. Because the parents gave us one set of clothing. Correct. If that was the case, it's very possible Daniel was aware she may take off. If clothes not brought home, i.e. planned. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, that is a scenario that I wouldn't doubt, because even though Daniel seemed clueless to Malaya wanting and or planning on leaving him, I don't think that he was clueless. Some men, I guess, are. But you make a good point, but I think that he probably had an idea that things were not going well. Kent says, I think those accusations were for previous times, Charmaine. I think this time Patty knew that she was going to get a plate and groceries. I don't know about the gas and vape. Right, yes. Yeah, I didn't mean to imply that the plate and vape were not, Patty didn't consent to that. I'm quite sure she did. But previous charges, from what we've heard, were not, Patty did not know that those were happening. It came from Daniel about the 6 bags of laundry, and we don't know what types of bags. Like I said, I overanalyze everything. So if they're like loaded black garbage bags and the laundry is folded, you can fit a lot more than one load of laundry into that. But if they're not folded and they're just kind of haphazardly thrown in, maybe you only fit one per bag in. But then if you're talking about the reusable little Walmart bags or whatever, maybe a small load per bag. And then depending on the washer and dryer, we don't know that it was 6 hours. So people are like, yeah, 6 hours, that's a long time. Well, some washers take longer and some dryers work better. So it's all relative to what they were actually using, but it's still, even if it was sitting in the car for 2 hours, it just seems strange to me. Maybe words were exchanged during the drive there or once at Patty's, causing him to get pissy instead. Yeah, no offense, men in chat, but that happens. And I mean, it happens for women too. Just, I don't want anything to do with you right now. You go do you, and I'm going to stay right here. It happens. It really does. Daniel's car wasn't working, and he was depending on his uncle for drives to work. Malaya had recently bought an SUV. Well, I've heard, Kent will know better than me, but Patty bought that vehicle for Malaya. Right, Kent? Maybe Malaya could not drive because she was under the influence, so that's why Daniel took her. Maybe. Only ones Malaya took to watch. Okay. Again, we've heard rumors, and I don't want to. I've heard that they were over $30,000 in debt, and I don't know if that's including what I heard for $8,000 in credit card charges. That's not to say those numbers are entirely correct. That's just what I've heard. But it's a lot. It's a lot to take from your grandmother. I would venture to guess Grandma Patty's not working full time. And we haven't heard about a Grandpa Patty, so we don't know if she's even got help with her income. So why would you? Whatever. Non-judgmental here. We are just covering information. I do think Dee was aware that M wanted to leave. And in DV, it is the time. Yes. Yes, that is the most dangerous time for a person, and I'm not going to say a woman because it happens to men too, But when somebody finally decides to leave a domestic violence situation, that is the most dangerous time, and directly after they leave. Absolutely right. Absolutely no problem. I have a hard time expressing my ideas every day, every day. So thank you for your patience. Tensions may have been high, and I mean, honestly, it's speculative, but I think it's a pretty fair speculation to think things weren't going well in their relationship. We saw when I asked Daniel if there was a message he wanted us to try to get to Malaya for him, we saw him refer to it as, I can become the old Daniel again. And that to me tells me that she wasn't happy with current Daniel. Hi, yes, ma'am. Mama G, Half Moon, anybody that I miss, I'm so sorry. I'm just not. Oh, BBB. What do I call you? BBB? Just kidding. I'm really wondering about Janie and her brother. Too many little lies around the phone call, too. We are going to get there. We're going to get there, and that's going to be part of, and I don't know, I'm already at 40 minutes, so I don't think I'm going to get to all of Janie's day one stuff today. Because there's a lot. I want to move on really soon here. So, and I'm trying not to get so far behind in chat. So, he never said that that's what she was wearing. Okay. DT said something about the pink sweater on the car in his last live, I believe. I think it was requested by RCMP and placed there momentarily. Yes. What happened was, and I think I can. So Janie said that they had grabbed some of Lily's clothes for the scent dogs to use. And when they brought them out, the RCMP said, or the dog handler said, that wouldn't be necessary. So it was placed on the hood of the car. That is the story. Notice I said story, but that is exactly what it was. I'm not saying that's what happened. That's what they said happened. Highest risk of violence or homicide for women is when they try to leave an abusive relationship or shortly after separation. Absolutely. Facts. Kent, you didn't answer the question properly. Restate the question. Hello. Oh, hello, Gabby. Half Moon, yes, her jacket. Yeah. And yeah, I'm excited that you're here, Stefa. I'm glad one of us is excited because I'm excited. I just, you were there in clutch when he read a sentence Daniel said about someone put a navy spring coat on Jack, but he didn't know who. I must have missed that. So I believe you. Can you explain the context? Like, when did somebody put a navy spring coat on Jack? Just because I did miss it. I was not in clutch. I know what you're saying. You're saying Wade seen it in the car after Daniel says that's what they had on. But I think my explanation may explain it, especially when they now say what. Why does it do that? I clicked on your next comment and it went away. I'm so sorry, you guys. Wow, you guys. Wow, there's so many comments. I really want to read everything that you guys are saying, and I'd love to be able to read them out loud. Hushar, I truly believe he knew she was planning to leave. I thought this from the early days. I'm happy to see you here. Thank you. And I agree. But it was Janie that told DT that, Kent, or maybe Daniel. You guys are having a conversation. Excellent. I would love to be a part of it. It's a lot more, this part of it is a lot more challenging than I thought. Like, I didn't even think that this would be, because this is my thing on It's a Crime and Shame. I watch the chat and I answer the chat, and it's much different on this side of things. Daniel is a prime example of a covert narcissist, and I don't believe much of what he has to say. It's unfortunate, but he's earned that from you. He really has. I can't diagnose him as a covert narcissist myself. I can have my opinions, and they would align with your opinions, but for sure, I don't know. But he has worked hard to earn everybody's distrust in what he said, anything that he says. But even then, Janie said she left all her belongings at Patty's. And I believe Daniel said that as well. When did they figure that out? What would Malaya agree to having a memory blanket made? Is it because she knows her kids are no longer alive? I mean, I don't pretend to think that Malaya hopes her kids are alive. I believe that she thinks that they are no longer with us. Just my opinion. Yes, ma'am, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. If you're talking about the pink sweater, just because it comes from Daniel and Jamie doesn't mean it's true. There's the understatement of the day. Probably. Being objective and fair, Mama G. That's what I'm trying to do. What does Kent thing happen to the kids? Does anyone have a recollection of DM on media interview saying if Malaya hadn't left, this wouldn't have happened? It was very early on and struck me as an odd thing to say. I don't think I remember him saying that. I could be wrong, but I don't remember. Correct, Char. To take a screen recordings doesn't happen very often, but thank you. I find it really odd she requested all of the kids' clothes. Daniel didn't notice her clothes weren't in the laundry until after she left, when he was putting away laundry. Yeah. Because even when remember when he wrote to Sunny not too long ago, long diatribe, long messages to Sunny, he didn't mention them. So did it take him that long or longer to go through those clothes, to go through those bags? Maybe. Possibly. Because before this, Daniel's been busy telling us that he still has all of the kids' belongings except for 2 outfits or whatever it was. And the stuffed animal, one of Jack's and one of Lily's, and their birth certificates. He still has everything else at his house up until just recently. So did it take him that long to check those laundry bags? Here she is. Carla, 34,000. 34, I think I said 32, but yeah, absolutely. Glad you're still covering this case. Someone on Facebook had stated they were found. This was I was so disturbed, and I don't want to go too far off of our current topic, but when I was going through and looking for the clips and stuff to put everything together, some of the stuff that I was seeing on just on Google, when you Google, there were people on TikTok and stuff saying that remains were found or beheaded remains were found related to this case. And I just think, who does that? Who does that? He may have been flying high as to need a vape to bring him down a bit. Maybe he wasn't able to deal with his state and needed something to bring him down. In your opinion only? Totally possible. I'm going way too slow here. The government was 34,000. Yes, thank you. Unless they changed after Dollarama, wouldn't they not have clothing description from that video? Yes. Not only that, you know what your kids were wearing to bed. You just do. You would know if those clothes were laying on the floor, even if you weren't sure what they might have put on, you would know that they weren't wearing what they went to bed in. But I believe the story is they were still wearing what they went to bed in, the Barbie shirt, whatever, the pink shirt. So, what's my point? Patty bought the Nissan, yes, and it is a rangefinder. It is not a Rogue. I drive a Rogue. Leia does not drive a Rogue. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll put that up really quickly. So if it was Malaya that was under the influence, that's why Daniel took her there. She went herself to the registry. And I think it's more important to be clean and sober when you're going into the registry than it is to drive from one place to another. But who knows? Wasn't it Wade that stated they owed the government around 30,000 and Patty 8,000? I believe that was in the Wade vid. Yeah, good call. Good memory. They owed the government fraud. Sounds like it, but we don't know. Maybe a legitimate mistake on a bunch of income tax returns, like being fair. I don't see how much debt they were in matters. Millions of people are in a lot of debt, me included. Absolutely, for sure. Mama, thank you. It was very odd, i.e., what wouldn't have happened, i.e., missing kids. Very odd, and I don't know. I don't remember hearing that. How did Daniel afford the vehicle he has purchased since the kids went missing? Okay, so the vehicle, the 2014 to 2016 Escalade that Daniel had towed the other day was a $2,500 vehicle that he was loaned the money for, and it wasn't in the greatest shape. So, I mean, we can talk about that if you want to, but to me, it's a non-issue that he got an Escalade. Yeah, on the surface, it sounds like, what? How did you get an Escalade? But if it's a little piece of crap old Escalade that, you know, starts and drives forward, then good for you. Congratulations on your Escalade. Did they collect support for Daniel's two other kids? Totally possible. So if he owed that to the government, how was he able to buy a Cadillac? No, Escalade. Escalade, but like I said, it was $2,500. We do have that information. Did Malaya practice Wicca? I heard she did. I don't know. It's possible that I mean, maybe I shouldn't say, but natives have their own spiritualism, and it's not Wicca. Wicca is white witchcraft, whatever that means. And I think natives, indigenous, they have their own spiritualism, and I don't know a lot about it, but I don't think it aligns with Wicca. I'm listening, making homemade chicken soup. I'd like some. My hands are freezing. Love for Jack and Lily, absolutely. I'm gonna start going quicker because we need to move on. You guys, we're gonna move on to the next day because we're still stuck on April 30th. Watch the someone for the code. I'm sorry. Let's go. Let's go. May 1st. So what happened May 1st, everybody? May 1st, they went to the shopping mall. They went to the Dollarama. They went to Starbucks. You guys hear that? Talk amongst yourselves for like 2 seconds. Maybe a little more than 2 seconds, but I'll do it this way. When I have to mute, I'll mute. So anyways, they went to the mall, and we know this because the kids were seen on the CCTV video, and that's the last, I call it proof of life. Now, the RCMP do not call it the proof of life. I do, because other than that, the only people reported seeing the kids are on the property where the kids went missing from. So my dog and Ian, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to address this one, but Wicca is harmless. I repeat, it is harmless. It's very similar. I know, 100%. I know. I was a curious teenager. I'm well aware. Just a minute. Hi, sorry. Okay. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Charmaine, I have great respect for you. Christ is King. Let's not talk about religion. There's a thing. It's called freedom of religion, and I support that 100%. Timestamp 1 hour and 37 minutes on Clutch video for where Daniel talks about someone putting a navy spring coat on Jack, but doesn't know who it was. But I'm asking when. Like, when is Daniel saying that happened? Okay, so I think you guys have moved on without me, which is, I understand. I'm sorry I had to go. Ian got home, he has friends with him, and just came in and started doing their own thing, and I had to kick them out. Just, I'm kind of waiting for little mama, or sorry, yes, ma'am, because when is Daniel saying somebody put this jacket on Jack? And how, like, is it related to, or is this just another thing that Daniel talked about and didn't give any kind of context to it? I don't know. I didn't hear it either. New to you too. I have a screenshot, he said, on Friday. My email is truecrimestorypod@gmail.com. The Friday they went missing? Like, how would he know that? If he didn't see the kids? I'm confused. And just another thing, Daniel didn't message, yeah. He said Jack's jacket was hanging up high and it was gone. So, okay, thank you for clarifying. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. How many times have we accidentally knocked a jacket off a hook? You know, I've seen pictures of their kitchen. It didn't seem that tidy to me. It just didn't. No judgment, but because people can call themselves whatever they prefer, and it's a choice. Absolutely, and people have their own channels, and you know what? YouTube is crazy. People on YouTube and social media, crazy. If they get your personal information and they don't agree with you, they will harass you and stalk you. I don't blame anybody for not wanting their personal information out there. I really don't. Is this really you, Belinda? What? I thought we didn't like Kent. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's okay, Charmaine. Kent has you covered. He is a great co-host, and the community is lucky to have him. Jack and Lily are lucky to have him, and all of you. Thank you for being here, Belinda. Kent has been nothing if not dedicated to try to help raise awareness about Jack and Lily's case, and he has sacrificed a lot to be as involved as he is, and I wish people would just lay off him. There's no reason. Yeah, exactly. Apparently, sir. So let's move on, okay? I'll answer this, and I mean, I don't want this drama or this issue going on here, but my own personal feelings about it aside, Durwood thought it would be a good idea for Daniel to meet Kent in an effort to get Daniel to start talking to Kent again, because Daniel had been in conversation with Kent for a short amount of time and then stopped responding. And Durwood thought that if Kent met Daniel face to face, there would be more trust there. And it ends there. It really does. That is the reason for it. That's why it happened. It wasn't pre-planned. They did not go in Kent's house. They stood outside on the ramp. Nothing was exchanged. And I believe Kent when he tells me that. And that is literally the last I'm going to talk about it here, because this is not my purpose for the channel. They were there for about 30 minutes. It just wasn't a deal. I am not skipping anybody's comments on purpose. I'm really not, but I'm asking people to stay focused and not on the drama. There are plenty of places to go if you want to talk about stuff like that. There's no drama there to be found. This one, does anyone know if the dogs have indeed left? I believe that they've left the property. Okay, that doesn't mean that they've left the case, right? We have no information whether or not the dogs have searched everything that they're going to search. My opinion is that they have got numerous places of interest, no matter what scenario you think the RCMP are following up on, which I think they're trying to follow up on all of them. So, I mean, I would say no, they might be finished at the property, yeah, but there's a lot of woods there, and there's a lot of other places, a lot of other ideas, a lot of other tips. And I was going to bring up that there was a new video, an extended video of the RCMP talking about social media and YouTube and stuff, and how they don't watch social media. I mean, I call bullshit, but would you put it out there? Oh yes, we're watching everything they say on social media if you want them to keep talking on social media. Maybe, but I don't think so. Just my common sense opinion. But yeah, I wanted to, my main purpose for today, and it's totally gotten away from me, we're already an hour in, you guys. Silliness. Let's do this. Oh, I have to, sorry, to do this. This right? This is right. And then I have to do this. Or this. So in fact, I gotta put this up. Okay. Okay? Okay. Plunder, true crime. Let me get the screen back up. Plunder, true crime. That's not it. What am I sharing? Uh-oh. Just a minute. I'll get there. All right. A minute. Save Karen playing my own video. Just hang on. Hold on. You guys hear that? Gosh, I don't even know where it is. There. Okay. I'm trying to find that screen right there, this one. Okay. Plunder true crime, you guys. That's funny. Now I'm way behind on comments again. Plunder true crime. Plunder, Paula, she's amazing. And if you're not subbed, go sub. But she got all of the dispatch audio from May the 2nd. Really, Belinda? Okay, we'll talk about that after. But anyways, Plunder True Crime. She's got all the dispatch audio, and I think that is a good place just to kind of skim through a little bit. And we can talk about the things that we hear. And if you guys think it's a little bit redundant, we don't need to hear it again, say so. We don't need to do it, right? But we're going to watch for a little bit, see what we hear, and we'll talk about it.
In the best of the call this morning, and they haven't been seen since then. I need to get a good statement and figure stuff out. Otherwise, what are the details? Have they been gone a long time? 0800.
For the family.
Pure exhaustion at this point. I mean, sadness just turns to anger because there's no answers. And I mean,
I don't know if we're ever going to get answers.
Now, if those kids are not in that bush, then what happened to them?
Martel has the same question and wants all resources exhausted.
Bring cadaver dogs. They search for anything they can find. I want as much as they can do.
Today.
It fills me with a lot of hope seeing drones in the sky and seeing people back hard at work. This is absolutely heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking, not just for me and Malaya and the families, but it's heartbreaking for all of Pictou County.
Okay, so I've been covering other cases, plenty of other cases, but I can't help still think every day about Lily and Jack Sullivan. Where could they be? We know there was a big search for them. The search was scaled back, then it resumed. I'm like, what's happening? I'm checking every day for valid updates, anything from the RCMP. But, I have to remember cases in Canada where you just don't get much information. I remember Trina Hunt. From the beginning, searching for information about this missing woman and not getting much info. And then 4 years later, charges were laid. Charges were laid against her husband, Ian Hunt. We kind of thought he was shady from the beginning, but, again, I held my tongue. I was like, I'm not going to say much about what I'm feeling until we get more from authorities. Authorities know what they're doing. They have more clues and insider information than us. So since we haven't heard anything, I'm thinking, let's go back to the beginning. I believe this is what detectives do when it's a cold case. I am not saying that Jack and Lily's case would be a cold case. Authorities might not believe it's a cold case. They're still investigating. Again, they know a lot more than we know. But I went back to the beginning. And for me, that involved those first few critical hours of May 2nd. Early that morning, what was the first thing I heard on the dispatch audio?
Nicholas, go ahead here. Foster here. Just speaking with Glenn, are you able to authorize and start getting some search teams going to the Gairloch locations while we try and locate a GSAR commander?
Up on 601.
And I caught a few more things that previously I had kind of glossed over or even kind of totally missed. In this case, if you're not familiar, there is 6-year-old Lily Sullivan. She's missing along with her brother, 4-year-old Jack Sullivan. They've been missing reportedly since May 2nd. Police received a 911 call from their mom saying that this young boy and this young girl had just wandered away from their home. It's a road in Canada in Nova Scotia called Gairloch Road. It's a lot of greenery, country, treacherous land out there. The nearest neighbor is definitely not just 100 feet away. I went back to the basics and, pulled down all that audio, raw audio from May 2nd again.
I'd read that call through SRCC there to get the helo headed that way.
Yeah, we just gave him the corrections. That's 1407 Gairloch Road in Lansdowne.
Copy that.
I pulled down, downloaded all that raw audio again, and I was surprised that the first mention of anything about this missing case was at 10:44 a.m. on May 2nd. Specifically, I was looking for all the instances of when 8 a.m. was mentioned. And surprisingly, I heard it mentioned once again twice. I started thinking about the context in which the 8 a.m. or 8 o'clock times were said. I feel like the first seeds of doubt were planted really early on in the minds of some up there who maybe just did not believe this story of this mom and stepdad, or maybe they just had a gut feeling like investigators or searchers often do.
In their bedroom, we called this morning and they haven't been seen since then. I need to get a good statement and figure stuff out.
I did catch a video recently of Daniel Martel, and for the first time I heard him say Malaya's name. Malaya, that's how he pronounces it. I'm going to listen again.
It fills me with a lot of hope seeing drones in the sky and seeing people back hard at work. This is absolutely heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking, not just for me and Malaya.
So I was glad to hear Daniel say Malaya's name. So now we know how to pronounce her name. Daniel was saying how he felt about the search resuming. He said, it fills me with a lot of hope, seeing drones in the sky and seeing people back hard at work. This is absolutely heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking, not just for me and Malaya and the families, but it's heartbreaking for all of Pictou County. He's commenting on how everyone is just latched on to Jack and Lily, and we're just wondering all these days later, where could they be? But in listening to this dispatch again, slower, and I'll put it all at the end, the first few hours so you can hear it for yourself, I left a little bit more of the audio in this time. Previously, when I was pulling down.
Well, that's good to know. She's got it all at the end. Can we find that? So, I wonder. Bear with me.
Jeff was just wondering there about that. Control 4.
Discrepancy with, wait, they've been missing since.
Here, just speaking with Glenn, are you able to authorize and start getting some search teams going to the Gairloch locations while we try and locate a GSAR commander?
Up on 601. 10-4, I'll authorize it. I did mention to Curtis McKinnon.
I don't believe anybody that responded to that call. I heard somebody acknowledge it, but I don't think we had anybody respond. Could you reach out to Westville Rescue to that call?
Copy, I'll call Joe right now.
Copy. We'll be,
Josh is the on call from Northeast, but he's like he had a long run on this fell. He's made some rest.
Can't read that call through SRCC there to get the helo headed that way.
Yeah, we just gave him the corrections. That's 1407 Gairloch Road and Lansdowne.
Copy that.
Okay, you go through Shirley and
Station 21, Rescue 21.
pilot in a spotter. Sarah will be
583 Marshall.
making ready there. Control 4 from aviation hangar on Kelly 5. Go ahead for portable. I'm looking for helicopter patrol 4. Helicopter patrol 4. Yeah, Ruben, this is patrol 4 portable. Go ahead.
Did you take task?
Yeah, are you able to give me a call on the phone here? No service on the ground here. We just got a new tasking over by New Glasgow, and we were just at the search command here, so we got a new tasking just well, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, you bet. I just got the same request here through the risk manager. I've got a location for you if you needed it, or if you got everything you need, I'll just stand by and go ahead. Yeah, no, we got everything we need. I've got 2 Casera folks with me. We're just getting a drive back.
Well, Kent, let's talk about that for a sec, just so that I'm crystal clear. I am not covering every day for the last 5 months, okay? When I say go back to the beginning and cover what happened, literally my plan for today was to kind of glaze over April 30th and May 1st, just in case it feeds into what happened on May 2nd, because a lot of us believe that it's quite possible that whatever happened may have happened late May 1st. And so the most important timeline to go over, I think, is May 2nd. Well, as much as we can on May 1st, because we don't have any official information about that. But May 2nd, so important. May 3rd, digging up whatever we can find, 4th, 5th, 6th, all the way to that RCMP presser, where they said that if the kids are in the woods, we do not think they're still alive. Belinda, she came out on the media. That's kind of where I want to go to, that point. Because after that point, I think it's fair to say that nothing valuable happened or came out unless we're going to start getting into our speculation and the confirmation bias that we talked about yesterday, how the things that have gone on online have swayed public perception and have created these tips. So when I'm talking about, I want to re-listen to Durwood, I want to re-listen to Janie, it's all about what they're saying about this time frame. This time frame. I'm not talking, we are not, could you imagine? Like, I can't even get through a day in less than an hour. A day that's not even documented in less than an hour. So, right? So I don't want to misrepresent what my plan is here. I'm not going to go over 5 months of rumors and drama online. I'm trying to get away from that shit. I'm trying to get back to the focus on what happened to Jack and Lily Thursday night or Friday morning, and what the family and what these people have said happened. Do you know what I mean? So I know you were probably just making a joke, Ken. That scared the shit out of me. I am not doing that. No. Let's get back to plunder.
To the chopper now, and then we're gonna relocate over to that new search location. Okay, very good. Thank you. I'll leave you to it. If you probably need anything, hang clear. Yep, thanks. We're gonna switch over to aviation once, so we'll give you a chat over there. Roger. Thank you. Hang clear.
Showing your own vehicle.
Community hall, anything near the area that some trucks can park at and work their way out?
Sorry, it's very rural. I don't think there's any community halls nearby. We're not super familiar with the area. We don't come out here a whole lot, but we'll have a look.
Copy. Looks like we're going to use 1490 community center there. 1490 Garlock Road. We're going to let the GSAR know Pickle County and Colchester is going to be being called in.
Copy that, Foster. And Jeff was just wondering there about air services engagement. I think you heard that.
Air services being redeployed from Eden Lake from the other search from last night. So they're in the county, so they shouldn't be too awful long, I don't believe. They should be attending, I believe, with a Casera spotter in the chopper. Copy that.
Charlie, one, go ahead.
Just wondering where they're set up with the search command today. Is that the same on McLaren Road?
Copy that.
Center is Eden Church Loop.
Yeah, see, that's where ours is. I'm just wondering where the ground search one is.
Over there for the children.
601. You copy that? 321.
Agreed.
10-4. It would be Garden of Eden Church Loop is where the command center is.
10-4. Yeah, it's just there. There's no one there. All right. McLaren Road.
10-4.
SRCC, this is Casera 2.
Portable one probably has very limited radio.
SRCC, this is Casera 2 on Mutual 5. Casera 2, go ahead.
Of that, it'll be your first driveway on the right after going by the.
The Syracuse is leaving that Eden loop to hit over where the ground search command vehicle is over. There is loading up the vehicles there for the boat team on McFarland, so we're heading over there at this time. The only thing here on Eden Loop is the RCMP IC trailer. Moving to this same search, just a different location.
I'll go back and
I'm heading down to the end of McFarland lane there.
That should be Station 6.
Copy, thank you.
Go ahead, Station 6.
Yep. So, we're just going to
DNR Hilo pilot,
we don't need rescue anymore.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Stand down, Rescue 21.
Patrol 4 will be operating on mutual aid 6. Mutual aid 6 there when you get a chance.
Copy that, mutual aid 6. JRCC. Are you monitoring mutual aid 5 at this time?
Patrol 4 from Risk Manager, you want me to let your comms know?
Sure, they're monitoring mutual aid 5. I'll give them a shout out mutual aid 5 airborne here in about 5 or 10 minutes, and let them know I'll be switching over to 6.
Do that, thank you.
GL3, copy here on mutual aid 6.
Sure.
Who else is on 6?
Joe, 51 Kilo 6, I'm on 6. 4 minutes out.
I'm just at 8:17.
Kilo 9, second dog, leaving HRM now, also on 6.
Risk Manager, are you monitoring?
Go ahead, Serge.
We could probably reach out to, if DNR is going to be a bit delayed, Alma Fire has an RPAS team. They've got 4 members that usually attend, so we could probably reach out to them as well, see if they're available to assist in case we're stuck for resource.
Constable Mugford, are you on scene there with an airbus? Yeah, Joe, I diverted Constable Mugford.
Make a suggestion. Casera has their own RPAS unit. I think there's one in Truro that has the pilot, the observer, and they hook up a computer to run AI for grid searches in like specific colors. Consider that.
Yep. We can call them as well. I don't think they're in Truro, but yeah. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get there. Alma's pretty well just around the corner, so the PDS do the work and make the calls.
Joe, pilot for DNR is only needing like he's just going to divert from there over to Gerlach, and I think he's taking a Casera spotter with him. Yeah, the Casera drones, some of the drones and some of the spotters were in Eden Lake already this morning for that other search.
That's what you need to there. Sorry if you said earlier. Copy.
Members on Gerlach Road there, Bravo 3, I'm coming in there. I'll be there in a few minutes.
Members at Eden Lake there. Is there any Casera drone operators down there?
This is Casera 2.
Copy. You're the only one down at Eden Lake?
That is correct. My partner is on the DNR chopper at this time with another spotter.
Copy that. Take that for it. Thanks.
It's Adrian here. Something I can help you with? I'm just leaving the scene here in Garden to go back to command post.
I believe Ted Mugford's already up in the air there. They were just looking for if Casera had any more operators, but if they're going up as spotters, that's great.
Just going to run back to command post and see if I can get a tasking.
Copy that.
SRCC, it's Helicopter Patrol 4.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Patrol 4, looking at Eden Lake, and we got 3 on board, and it's just under 2.5 hours on the fuel, and we're heading over to Lansdowne Station, just south of New Glasgow, and we're going to switch over to mutual aid 6, once airborne.
Patrol 4, where were you going, sorry?
Lansdowne Station, just southwest of New Glasgow.
For ETA, sorry?
We're going to about 10 minutes.
Perfect, thank you. I'll meet you over on mutual aid 6.
And SRCC Patrol 4, checking in on Beach Lead 6.
10-4, Patrol 4.
Thank you, Patrol 4.
SRCC clear. C Charlie 1355, are you 23 there on McLaren Road?
355 still there.
Go ahead.
Just for your information, I'm the on-call collision analyst for the North. Cell phone reception is non-existent here. If a fatal or serious injury comes in, you'll have to reach me on the radio.
Yeah, we'll let everybody know.
Thank you, man.
Constable Mason, risk manager. Any members on scene there on Gerlach Road? Anybody able to obtain some photographs of these children for Stratcoms?
Here, you loud and clear. I don't know if they're back on Pictou County channel or not.
Hey, I would hope not. Can you liaise with somebody down there, Bravo 3, if you're heading to the scene to try and get some photographs? You can email them into the risk manager queue if you want. Try and get a media release out.
In the truck, so the car, so that's maybe why I can hear you. Maybe they're on portable and they can't hear you. But I'll be there in a minute. I'm not far, and I'll relay that.
Perfect, thank you.
I know, like, Fraser's probably out with his dog. If his wagon's open and the truck's on, you can switch his base station to the DVR channel for Northeast Nova, and that should jump everyone's portable up. Break helicopter Patrol 4, mutual aid 6. We're showing 2 minutes back from Gerlach address. Patrol 4, Kilo 9. I heard a few minutes ago there was an hour pass up. I'm just making sure that you guys have deconflicted. As Patrol 4, yeah, copy that. We're 1,400 feet for now. We're just going to say hi until we confirm there's no wild crisis in the airspace.
4 from Bravo 3. I'm in the F-250. So if you see me down here, you're going to be looking for a place to land, I assume?
Negative. I've got 2 Casera spotters on board, so we're just going to stay in the air and just start a search pattern here immediately.
Air services from our path.
Go ahead for Patrol 4.
Just advising on the call here as well. I'm going to be 400 and below, just doing a great search near the house.
Okay, copy that. We're just going to be overhead here in about 30 seconds. We'll stay here. We're showing 800 AGL this time.
I'll get you inside there.
Risk manager, you on this channel? Go ahead. Yeah, go for risk manager. And our pass from Patrol 4.
Are you looking for the Casella outpass team? Station call on mutual aid 5. Were you looking for the Casella outpass team?
SRCC Patrol 4.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Check Patrol 4 is over Lansdowne Station, and we're going to be working this area for the next little bit. We'll call you in 30 and 2 hours on the field.
This is Casella 2. Alfred, another Casera spotter arrived just after the air ash. Any tasking for her at your site there? Yes. If she wants to, if you can give her rough directions or show on the map how to get down here, she'll see my vehicle. We can put her on the screen while your pass is flying. Okay, then.
Bravo 3, go ahead.
All right, so there is no portable reception down here. However, the cars do work. So, Constable Mason's vehicle now, she's got her radio on the loud hailer, so she'll be able to hear us. She has no phone reception, but she does have photo of the 2 kids. The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
10-4, since radio service is not bad, do you guys want an extended timer there, a 10-6 timer? And I can give you a monitor?
Yeah, definitely. Give us 2 hours, and then
Ask the risk manager if he wants Constable Mason to depart there to go get some phone service to send those images or not. The drone operator is still on scene with the mom, so.
10-4. Or with the service, we can get those photos to him.
So you want her to go get service to send the photos?
10-4. Sergeant Young, go somewhere and get service and get those photos sent off.
Constable Mason, you copy?
Just to confirm, both Kilo dogs on scene there? If y'all can hear me there, you guys on scene?
Let's talk about that just for a hot second. The drones are still on scene with the mom. So other channels would have us believe that the kids wandered away into the woods. And Daniel and Malaya say that it was a 20-minute time span that we're talking about here. We know that 911 was called at 10:01. We know that the RCMP arrived on site at 10:26. And I believe this would have been before 11:23 a.m. that the drone operator was still on site with the mom. So are we seriously going to believe that an RCMP drone operator missed these kids wandering around in the woods barefoot? At least one barefoot in these woods. It was cold and wet, and they didn't like to be cold and wet. And the drone didn't find them, didn't pick it up. I don't know how we can possibly, how anyone can possibly be trying to peddle that information to you all when you go by the actual facts, the actual information. We just have confirmation right here before 11:23 a.m. that there was a drone on site, because, I mean, we've known that, but even if somebody didn't know, didn't listen to the dispatch audio, now we know. So we can reasonably and responsibly try to change that narrative, because there is no way that these little babies would have walked that far and got that hidden with bare feet or barefoot through those woods, and that drone operator to not have found them. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. Okay, Angela, let's go back. How far? How far do we need to go back? If you're talking about that, that is not, that's the search ribbon. Just a minute.
10-4. Or with the service, we can get those photos to him.
So you want her to go get service to send the photos?
Dad? The first picture of the blanket that we were all spreading around for so long, and that when Daniel was in our chat and he never corrected us that that was not Lily's blanket that we were showing, the hot pink one, which blew my mind. Like, why wouldn't he just set us straight back then, even if we didn't have the real actual picture? Okay, back further. Sorry, I'm just, like, you just saw it. You said, I just saw it. Can't be that far back. Further. Trying to watch both.
a minute. I'm not far, and I'll relay that.
Perfect, thank you.
I know, like the razor's probably out with his dog. If his wagon's open and the truck's on, you can switch his bait.
Guys, sorry, if it's any further than this, I am going to go and I'll go back and I'll find it. And if I find it, I'll put a post on the community page about it, that it was there. If I have to go back any further, because we're already at a minute or an hour 35. Wish it was a minute. It's an hour 35, and I don't have anything to do today, but I don't want to be one of those channels that goes on and on and on and on and on. Why are you guys talking about Carla again? That was yesterday. Okay, let's continue.
Station to the DVR channel for Northeast Nova, and that should jump everyone's portable up. Break helicopter patrol 4, mutual aid 6. We're showing 2 minutes back from Gerlach address. Patrol 4, Kilo 9. I heard a few minutes ago there was an hour pass up. I'm just making sure that you guys have deconflicted. Yes, Patrol 4, yeah, copy that. We're 1,400 feet for now. We're just going to say hi until we confirm there's no oil prices in the airspace. 4 from Bravo 3. I'm in the F-250. So if you see me down here, you're going to be looking for a place to land, I assume? Negative. I've got 2 Casera spotters on board, so we're just going to stay in the air and just start a search pattern here immediately. Air services for mile pass. Go ahead for Patrol 4. Just advising, want to call you as well. I'm going to be 400 below, just doing a great search near the house. Okay, copy that. We're just going to be overhead here in about 30 seconds. We'll stay here. We're showing 800 AGL this time. I'll get you inside now. Risk manager, you on this channel?
Go ahead. Yeah, go for risk manager.
And our pass from Patrol 4. Are you looking for the Casella outpass team? Station call on mutual aid 5. Were you looking for the Casella outpass team? That's our CC, Patrol 4.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Patrol 4 is over Lansdowne Station, and we're going to be working this area for the next little bit. We'll call you in 30 and 2 hours on the field. This is Casella 2. Alfred, another Casera spotter arrived just after the air ash. Any tasking for her at your site there? Yes. If she wants to, if you can give her rough directions or show on the map how to get down here, she'll see my vehicle. We can put her on the screen while your pass is flying. Okay, then.
Bravo 3, go ahead.
All right, so there is no portable reception down here. However, the cars do work. So, Constable Mason's vehicle now, she's got her radio on the loud hailer, so she'll be able to hear us. She has no phone reception, but she does have photo of the 2 kids. The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
10 more, since radio service is not bad, do you guys want an extended timer there, a 10-6 timer? And I can give you a monitor?
Yeah, definitely. Give us 2 hours, and then ask the risk manager if he wants Constable Mason to depart there to go get some phone service to send those images or not. The drone operator is still on scene with the mom, so.
10-4.
With the service, you can get those photos to him.
So you want her to go get service to send the photos? Yes.
10-4. Sergeant Young. Go somewhere and get service and get those photos sent off.
Constable Mason, you copy?
Just to confirm, both Kilo dogs on scene there? If y'all can hear me there, are you guys on scene?
Kilo 6 is on scene and Kilo 9 till 17.
10 more, thank you.
Our pass from Patrol 4. Good. Yeah, are you still in the air?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, are we okay to drop down on the, looks like the east side of the road there? There's a gully system there. We just want to get down. I have just low passes there. Or are you doing orbits and crossing the road as well?
Yeah, I can stay to the, I can stay out of your area there. I'm at 270. How low are you looking to go? I can take it down too if you need.
So just for deconfliction, I'll just stay on the east side of the road. If you're going to stay on the west side of the road and work the backyards and over top of the residents. If you're not going to cross the road, we'll just drop down. There's a gully on the east side. We want to just kind of cruise the forest there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, we'll stay on the east side for now, and we'll keep you advised when we switch back over.
Copy that.
Right, or do you want me to check the other issue on mutual aid 6?
Yeah, you confirm, I believe, Sergeant Young is, I see that, Young or the risk manager will confirm.
I have a question for locals. When they're talking about the gully on the other side, what is that? Is that water, or is it just like a slope? Or you know what I mean? Because I'm wondering if, like, are they talking about on the other side of the road, or you know what I mean? Like, what other side are they talking about? Because we know, or we've heard, that they had a scent up to the end of the driveway. So is it possible that, are they talking about the other side of the road here? And maybe okay, gully is like a valley between two high spots, right? But there's no, they're not talking about like water running through there. It's just possibilities. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure if there was water down there or something, the RCMP would have checked that, but you know what I mean? You never know. They are down there. They are down over the bank on the other side of the road, and there is a brook there. So that's exactly what I wanted to know. So down on the other side of the road, and if that's a gully down there, and if there's a little brook down there, is the brook deep enough, or would it have been moving fast enough to kind of sweep them away in some way? Or because the water would have been darn cold. And if that's the case, then how did their footprints get to the pipeline, which is up behind the RV? I don't know. Just thoughts, just notes, just listening. Let's continue. Sorry, I'm on this computer. Okay.
Well, they want him deployed to Lansdowne or here.
Yeah, I spoke with risk manager. He checked with you too, so I'll check with Sergeant Young, and that'll be the priority then. What? Sergeant Young from Staff Sergeant Rose. Yeah, Sergeant Young, risk manager check if you needed the drone that we just had freed up here in Colchester. Would you like him to come your way? Back in the car there. No service. Go again. Just speaking of risk manager, just confirming if you need the drone that was just freed up here in Colchester. We can send it to your way if you wish. It's thermal.
Yeah, that'd be great. A lot of area to cover. We're out in sticks here. You're very familiar.
Yeah, I'll be Constable Tenapple. I'll tell him to report to you. Thanks.
The risk manager is still monitoring there?
Go.
Yeah, there's a dirt road just up past the address, the last point known. We can put vehicles on this dirt road. There's lots of big driveways and stuff. They're fine. If there's any other calls for you for updates, that'll be our staging area.
whatever road this is.
Okay, 10-4. Looks like the Matheson West Road. I'm guessing that's the one you're referring to.
Yeah, 10-4, I'm on it now.
So, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, 3, go ahead.
355, I'm going to request field communications unit to be sent out here to the 4 comms if this gets extended for a long period of time.
10-4. Member is here on Gerlach Road. We just got a 911 call. Can I go ahead with the details?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we got a call via 911 from a Karen Ponacao. Kind of about 5 minutes. She was reporting just driving past the black Honda CRV, Nova Scotia marker Golf Mike Fox 320 that left the outdoor recreational park close to the residence. It is permanently closed. Complaint is unsure if related, but it felt a bit strange to her. Driver was a white male around 50 years old, bald with a mustache. And it left from 1480 Gerlach Road. I can send that down to your MWS if it's easier.
Got a copy of Bravo 3, deactivate and reactivate me to this one.
10-4 just came as an update there. Do you want me to send it to your MWS?
10-4, I think you probably sent it to all of us there.
What was that address?
Looks like the address is 1480 Gerlach Road.
Yeah, Dan, I'm not sure. You know, there's certainly a possibility this one will roll into tomorrow. And I think Josh Weiss is, on call. So, I wouldn't necessarily cancel any big plans that you have. So optimistic. Maybe both the files that we have right now will get wrapped up.
Copy that. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I should cancel my plans or not. But yeah, just keep me posted and keep it in mind.
So we'll do. Negative at the moment here. We're just overhead the park and just still on the search pattern here. But we were just curious to know if you wanted us to kind of get eyes on that vehicle right away.
I'll quickly there just give her a call, see if I can get a direction of travel from her, and that way, if we do need to, we'll know which way they went.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Looks like it's gated. From our vantage point, stand by one.
355, is that the old KOA campground?
I'll check there. Stand by.
355, do you want to send that name and number for that vehicle down to Corporal Bob Short? We'll look after that here.
10-4, thank you. You. 10-4.
Remember the Kilo 6, come up the road with me. I'm way up past and head this way with me.
So short, I emailed that there to you. And 53 Alpha 3, 355?
Yeah, turn around, come the other way. I'm up here up this road. Just right here.
So I kept there. So should be contacted. The PSFB truck is requested for comms issues. Will be sent to the staging area. Delta 3, did you copy that?
No, go ahead.
10-4, we talked to Shuby there. The PSFB truck is going to be sent to the staging area for the comms issue.
And all stations, just ordering a black SUV just north of the residence and on the left side of the road. Does not appear to be a CRV, but it is a black SUV. If anybody wants to come up and have a look at that, just under the helicopter here now, if you guys have visual of it.
Bravo 3 drove by that on my way in. That's a Kia Sportage, Delta Papa Uniform 468. I didn't run it, but there was nobody in it.
I'm right here. I'll check it.
Yeah, we copy that. There are two, looks like two individuals walking down towards the lake ahead of the vehicle. And there's a cabin at the end of the lake.
The vehicle comes back to a Gregory Giffen from
805, go ahead.
Our pass from Patrol 4. Good. Yeah, we okay to cross the highway here and work the wooded area behind the residence?
10-4, actually coming out for battery swap right now.
Okay, cover that.
Just let us know when you want to come back airborne. SRCC Patrol 4.
Ahead, Patrol 4.
Patrol 4 still working Lansdowne Station area off normal, and 1 hour, 30 minutes on the fuel, and we'll call you 30.
4, SRCC clear.
Thank you, Patrol 4. Just advising everyone on the talk group, public safety field communications are en route to that search you have there, and our ETA is about 1:05 p.m. 1305.
355 copies.
Thanks, 355.
Numbers are in Garlock Road. If you can copy this there, Corporal Short contacted a complainant from that suspicious vehicle call, and everything was done for. Nothing suspicious about it.
Patrol 4 copies.
Yeah.
Just make sure Mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
Search man, this is Colchester. Thank you. Over.
Great.
Search Patrol.
Just a real quick comment I wanted to make about that part. There's been from Daniel's side a lot of criticism towards Malaya and even her family for not searching that day, for not going out and searching for the kids. So we just heard right there that they were keeping her close to the house. She was to stay close to the house just in case the kids snuck back in. So I'm not excusing any of Malaya's behavior since then, but as far as the search goes, it is entirely reasonable for Malaya to have stayed at the house with Meadow and perhaps wanting her family to stay with her. So instead of listening and believing the reasonable narrative that she wasn't out searching, it does sound a little, why wasn't she searching? There you have it. That's why she wasn't searching. And that opens up, maybe she asked her family to stay with her. I mean, there's always other possibilities other than the worst, right?
Forward of our building here, we've got all of our equipment on the go, and 22 members should land on site about 1:30, a little before, hopefully.
10-4, that's great. Thank you.
You good if I take off from the house and go north up to the lake, just to the north of residence here? Just going to do a little fly around the coast there. That's Lansdowne Lake, just west of Garlock Road. Confirm you want to check the lake kind of northwest of the residence? Yeah, 10-4. Okay, so you're going to do that Lansdowne Lake, is it? Yeah, let's go to already have a look there. Okay, copy that. Yeah, let me know when you launch, and we're just going to keep working this heavily wooded area just behind the residence. Yep, should be no conflict there as long as you stay over the lake, and then I'll just deconflict with you, and I will not go near the lake. Good, thanks. Pass taking off. Control 4 copies.
Sergeant Young, copy responder. Sergeant Young, do you have any cell reception there?
I see your command on MA6, copy SRCC.
Man, I don't know why, and I'm not, this is not the way it sounds, guys, but Belinda said that Malaya, she wasn't even yelling for the kids, and that very well may be true, and there's no reasonable explanation for that if it's true. But it was Daniel and Janie on the property that day. So maybe I'm wrong. Has anybody asked Malaya if she was or why wasn't she yelling for the kids? Maybe I missed something or I'm forgetting something. But again, I don't want to be accusatory but the mistrust that I have for Daniel and Janie has been earned. So I question everything that they've said. And if they're the ones that are saying that Malaya wasn't panicked, Malaya wasn't searching, I gotta question it at this point. But I agree with you, Belinda. It needs to be sorted out. If your kids just go missing, are you in shock or panic? Terror. Out of your mind, searching, panicking, whatever you need to do. You know? And I just, for the longest time, up until 5 minutes ago, probably not even, I was under the understanding that she was calm as a cucumber that first day. Not panicked, not even looking, more concerned with her phone. But it just occurred to me, where did we hear that from? Unless it's possible that Belinda had talked to her and asked her if she was panicking or if she was calling out for the kids, and she admitted that she wasn't. But I think the information came from Daniel and Janie. I don't know, guys, but let's continue. And let me know in chat if this is getting to be too much. I think we're probably going to end up doing a part 2 for day 1. Or if you want to move on to day 2 or something else, let me know in chat. If I mean, I don't care how we do this.
4 from our path. Go ahead, 4. Yeah, like you're right there. I'm at 6. She's trying to turn this area. Just to advise. I'll be out of your hair here in a second. Sorry, say again, you were broken up there. The lake's too far for me to fly, so I'm just going to return. I'll be out of your hair here in a second. Okay, copy that. We're just heading west, southwest here behind the residence. Should be no compromise. Copy that. I'll just remain east of you right now and stay kind of relatively close, tight radius of the house here. Okay, so confirming you're just going to stay in the air and then just work around the residence? Yeah, I'll just stay to the east of you guys for now, close to Garlock Road. Okay, copy that. We'll just stay back here behind the residence, and there is a field, kind of an open area behind the residence there. I'll just stay west of that, so I won't come any closer to the backyard for that. Just let me know if you need to move in closer. I'll get out of the way. Yeah, no, you guys do your thing, and we're just going to work all these heavily wooded areas out here where you guys can't reach. Perfect. 206, 2 large, 360. I'm on air now. An onion bag. That's not nothing they play with or anything, is it? Same with GPS. Still fix back the truck, giving the dog a break. We're going to do the residence and property over again while we wait. We're coming to see, can you get some water in some form? Just here for the members on scene working, and that'd be great. Search command, this is closest search your current here. I just want to let you know, from last night's search, we were having problems with our TMR communications through our command trailer. I think we've got a connector or a wire with a problem. Something you might want to consider activating public field comms to come aid us in communications if that's going to be a need.
Already done, they're en route.
Excellent, appreciate it, thank you. We're just coming by Stewiacke now. GTA 112. SRCC Patrol 4.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Patrol 4 is still working Lansdowne Station, and off normal 1 hour, 20 minutes on the fuel. We'll call you 30.
10-4, SRCC clear.
Thanks much. Control 4. Vickers from Bishop. You copy? Joe. Now, in the bedroom, we called this morning, and they haven't been seen since then. I need to get a good statement and figure stuff out. Corporal McGinnis, can you copy there? I think your portable's spotty. Was that you I heard on here that was going to do a search of the residence again?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. They were going to do the property and the residence again.
Copy that.
Property and the residence again. Just sent that.
Copy, and just for everyone's awareness, based on the profile, the children could have traveled at least 6 kilometers. So keep that in mind.
Sergeant Young, for your awareness, their media release has been put out in a non-intrusive alert has been sent out to Pictou County.
Perfect, thank you. That's campground, that's the KOA, it's across the road, and the people down there are aware, keep an eye out. There's also a trail cam that was found on that road from the staging area. We just trying to make contact with the owner there now to see if he had any footage.
Copy. Airpass Patrol 4. Good. Yeah, just want to confirm this distance is okay for us?
Yeah, 10-4. I'm still to the north of Garlock Road. Just kind of doing a grid there.
Okay, copy that. And yeah, just confirm we're not going to come any closer from the west where those open fields are behind the residence. We're not going to work that area at all. We'll leave that to you. Copy that thing.
Sergeant Joe Young, you on this here?
Now I see in chat there's a conversation going on about domestic violence, and it's important to be sure, but I don't think that I don't think it's a one-size-fits-all response, right? Because we know that there are so many cases of domestic violence where a woman might get out, then she goes back. And it's a whole psychological warfare that they're going through. And I don't know that anybody here can know a person's situation, their past, to be able to judge. And I think that for now, for today, it's okay, like if you guys want to talk about it, but I hope there's no disagreement or judgment on any one person's decision to stay or go in that kind of situation. I don't want to get into, well, I've been there and all this stuff, and I get it, I understand it, I truly do. But I just hope that we're not going to start disagreeing in here because of our own, histories and stuff. But, Charmaine, what time was that? There you go, folks. What? There's your first vulnerable person's alert. Right, so, yeah, there's no actual, timestamp on the dispatch audio, but this is after 11:23 a.m. and that's when the first vulnerable person's missing alert went out. Is that what you wanted me to bring up? They just said it, right? Right, and I think everybody is on the same page about domestic violence and trauma and the response and what we do, and it's usually, in my opinion, based on our history, our past, our mothers that we lived with through it, and not every situation is the same. So I just hope that we can all agree that even if we disagree, it's not ours to judge. But we can get into all of that. And I don't know what I was saying. There's not a whole lot for day one. This is May 2nd, right? So like the interviews and stuff like that, that all started day 2. So that is going to be the big conversation, I think, when all of them, that's when the mess started. We can talk all day long about the RCMP's response on day 1 if we want to, but the important stuff is the dispatch audio, and then after we listen to this, we'll call it a day. But let's continue. I just wanted to break in a little bit about the domestic violence thing. I want this to be a good space for everybody, and let's not disagree about things that, we don't have our personal life experiences to put on an individual situation. So we're all friends here.
You want to confirm you're aware you got another R-Pass operator heading your way from Bible Hill? And you guys are located at 1407 Garlock Road?
10-4.
Copy to you. Sergeant Young. Horseman.
Where?
I've been in and out here, so not sure if I missed this, sir. Did you guys want EHS out there in the area?
Yeah, 10-4.
Yep, so if we can get them.
Copy, we'll make that request.
Thank you.
We're just clearing a cabin, one house to the right of the property when you're looking at it. I'm not sure the actual direction. Members are just clearing it now. Door was open, closed, but unlocked. Just clearing it.
Copy. 9355, still 17?
17, 6K out, mark me 23, max timer, no need for checks. What's the civic for the command post?
Yeah, the intersection close to Gerlach Road and Madison West Road, just up, there should be some vehicles there now.
And I have my DVRA repeater turned on in my truck, so if anyone can use that on their portable to switch to Northeast Nova DVRA.
Hey, more.
No comms, you're on the way. I'm going to say.
Just really quickly, the RCMP said they have no evidence of an abduction. That's different from saying no abduction whatsoever. So when they say everything is still on the table, they mean everything is still on the table. I just wanted to put that out there, that yes, they absolutely did say there's no evidence of an abduction. That just means that they don't have, that just means they don't have anything to tell them that these kids were abducted. And I mean, when they say abduction, you would think they would be talking about by anybody. Family abduction, non-family abduction, which usually means somebody known to the family, or stranger abduction, right? So I think it's still on the table, absolutely. But I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Let's continue. Oh, and about the pink blanket, guys, that Angela saw in the video, she absolutely did. But that is the first blanket that we were putting out there that turns out to, now Daniel said there's 2 blankets. There's the hot pink one that I can show later that's in this video, or it's a bunch of search ribbons, something like that. We can have a look at it after if you want to, but that is the photo that was going around early on that had claimed to be the blanket that was supposedly planted, which turns out to be the wrong blanket, the wrong location, wrong blanket, if that makes sense. But we'll have a look. Thanks, Angela, for digging that up for me.
See if I can park this thing at a high point.
Or yeah, comms are on the way there. I believe they said around 1 o'clock. Let me just double check their time.
Oh, they're on the way. I'll see if I can park this thing high.
10-4, they should be there around 13:05.
Control, was that 4? Control 4?
Yeah, 10-4, just advising our pass it down for battery swap. I'll be down for a few minutes here, just something.
Hey, copy that. We'll just continue our search here. We're just going to get a little tighter to the house there while you're down. Thanks.
I'll go with that.
5303, go ahead.
355, can we activate East Hants as well? Our local search teams are burnt out from last night, running on 3 hours. So we get East Hants here as well. That'd be great.
About half an hour, 25 minutes inbound your location.
Roger, got that, Scott. About half an hour to our location. We're underwater again now. Dive team is on scene.
10-4.
53 Alpha 3355.
SCPIC Joe Young from EHS Special Operations on mutual aid 6.
Copies.
Sergeant Young from EHS Special Operations on mutual aid 6.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Joe, with Sean and Nathan, we just got past of that incident land now. We're responding. We are coming from Antigonish, so we got a probably 45-minute ETA.
Okay.
Three 355. 53 Alpha 3355. We contacted should be there to get the East Hants GSAR team. They're gonna head out.
Thank you.
Give them missing.
4 and 6.
SRCC Patrol 4. PC Patrol.
Patrol 4, go ahead. Patrol 4, go ahead. Patrol 4, SRCC.
SRCC Patrol 4 on mutual aid 6.
There you are, go ahead.
Hey, check, we're landing Lansdowne Station, and we'll call you over.
Copy, thank you. SRCC clear. 30 Bravo 5 355, are you on this channel now?
Is that for Charlie 35?
10-10, looking for 30 Bravo 5, Staff Sergeant McKinnon.
Go ahead.
10-4, just checking if you're on this channel, and you're 17 area, or are you 23 there now?
Yeah, 17.
Thank you.
Control 4 from Marvin. 06, come on.
604 level 15, go ahead.
Just looking to have whatever fire department is local called out. Alma Fire. Specifically for traffic. And it has been noted they may have a drone as well. If they don't mind attending.
Jack 4, give them a call. Thank you.
Alma Fire and Slur, I think.
Yeah, whatever they got, that'd be helpful. If they don't mind attending here, that'd be great.
Sergeant Vickers is Stetson 83. Stetson 83 from Portable. Staff Vickers should be on mutual aid 5.
Vickers here, go ahead.
Valley Dispatch Station 2.
Yeah, Stetson 83, we're going to be there within 15 minutes there. We'll, unless you have any other directions, we'll start searching the south portion of the lake.
Station 2 for a task. Time of page.
Nope, that'd be great. The dive team is just arrived, and we'll advise the
Valley Dispatch Station 2. All members, please report to the station for a tasking. All members report to the station.
That'd be great. We can tell the land there shortly. We'll be in, and if you need to get a hold of us, just call us up on this frequency at 783.
Well, thank you.
Copy that. All members asked to report to the station. You'll get more details upon arrival.
Dispatch, copy 204 on the grid.
Go ahead, 204.
Can you confirm if any other portable answered that page?
Negative. I believe just yourself.
10-4, copy that and responding to station. Valley Dispatch, copy 204 on the grid.
Go ahead.
10-4, can you put down a stand-down page except for our drone team?
Valley, just you can stand down except for the drone team. Again, stand down except the drone team is still required. Time of page 12:57.
SRCC, this is Picto Truck 2, over.
Victor Truck 2, go ahead.
Picto is leaving staging area with Truck 1 and Truck 2 and 10 members with 3 more arriving in another vehicle, over.
Copy, thank you very much. So you folks have 13 hopefully on hand, and Colchester has 23. Thank you very much.
That's correct, and there is more coming later today as well.
Copy. Can I have a contact name and phone number, please? Thank you very much. SRCC clear.
Sergeant Vickers, 33.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, just want to confirm Jones down on the ground there. We're just coming out to the lake now.
Constable Cox, members.
And 60 Charlie 1, go ahead.
Yeah, Stetson 83 there. The chopper's just arriving on site there. Can you put your gear down there?
Yeah, stand by there. I'll bring it back. I just put it up. So we're currently at 1,300 feet approaching the north side of the lake there. 740, I guess, above ground. Roger, I'm only at 200 and return to home. 3, 6 Charlie 1, we're on the ground. 10-4, thanks. We'll be dropping down there now. We'll call you when we're out. Search command, copy. Colchester, give it to. The search command, we are approximately 2 minutes out. Any particular place you want us to set up a stage?
You just keep rolling to that civic address. There's people on the road will direct you there.
Thanks. 1 suburban. Marine 1 may not be able to hear you, Scott. Go ahead. Just looking for the route into where they're at. I think we're on the Sherbrooke Road. Can see the helicopter with what I believe Marine 1 on the far side of the helicopter here. I believe that's our destination.
Yeah, just keep going back past the community center and church there, and then you'll come to a small bridge over a river, and there's a road on your left. That is, just let me get the road for you 1 second.
Go ahead, Patrol 4.
Check 4 is airborne, Lansdowne station, and 3 on board, inbound to McCollum's and we've got about an hour on the fuel, and we'll call you landing in about 10 minutes. McLaren Road. Turn left on Sunnybray. Sorry, turn left on Sunnybray, and then turn left again on McLaren Road. It's a ways down. Oh.
Copy, thank you.
Murphy from Vickers.
30 Bravo 5, 65 Charlie 35. You guys both on scene. 65 Charlie 35, Constable Tefo. Are you on this channel? Just looking for status.
Yeah, you can mark me 2-3 and put me on the max timer, please.
10-4, put you 10-6. What kind of an end time do you want?
We'll be on a 4-hour start.
Constable Mason, McKinnon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go for Onions, 17 there. He's got to pick up the floors. He's on his way.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Search command, this is Picto Truck 2, over. Our ETA is 5 minutes, over.
Got it. Is anybody on scene able to send me a text with photos?
Who's looking for the photos? Yeah, stand by there, Bob. The lead there, she got them on her phone. I'll run up and see her there.
Victo Search and Rescue calling SRCC.
The 8 Picto and GSAR is...
Victo Search and Rescue has arrived at the site. Thank you.
Casera spotter Brenda Wellwood from Staff Vickers, RCMP. You copy?
I think they landed in McFarland's Brook for fuel, so they maybe out.
Joe, we're breaking off one of the Casera spotters from this site here. Thought she might be able to assist or give relief to one of your spotters, Casera spotters there. Did you want her to head your way?
Yeah, 10-4. Like I say, they just landed at McCollum's Brook for fuel.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to make her way to, she's got the coordinates, and she's going to depart Eden Lake here and head your way.
Right. Young, just let me know to the area.
So, all right, someone look for Sarge Young.
Kara, just wondering when you want me to come down there to the staging area.
So who did, I don't really want to rewind, but who did they just say that was going to depart from Eden Lake and make their way up there? Because now we're at after 1:23 p.m. So, and agreed, Belinda. Eventually, we're going to get to what Daniel has recently said about he's positive they're not going to find anything there. How can you be so sure? Like, how can you possibly be so sure? It's a bold statement. It's a bold statement. Oh, the drone spotter was leaving Eden Lake? Okay. Okay.
I can see it.
30 Alpha 3, 30 Bravo 2, 30 Bravo 8, 355. Just updating that 10-6 timer. Constable Broderick, Constable Mullins, Constable Mason, 355. Just want to update your 10-6 there.
We're all still,
Kind of cut out so I can extend you till whatever time you want there.
They're all in 2 hours.
30 Delta 2.
55. Can I go 36 on the board with you there, please?
Go ahead.
51310. No portable. Cell phone is probably 17 down to the missing persons complaint there to take some statements.
Copy.
Transport 1, this is Colchester Command. Do you copy? Over.
Constable Mason, copy.
Go ahead.
I think that tip at Walmart is negative, but I sent you some photos just to confirm.
I'll head back into the house now. I'll get the Wi-Fi again.
And Kilo 1. Dispatch, Kilo 1.
Go for dispatch.
Kilo 1, we got you 5x5. I'm not sure if you have him an APAC, but Bailey's having extreme muscle cramps. I'm going to have to leave him. Can you meet me just at the intersection of the T intersection, a couple hundred meters northeast of the house there, back the way I came in? Okay, he's unable to move to the road and flipping my GPS with a waypoint.
Paul from McGinnis, when you started your search from your vehicle, did you go past the residence?
Yeah, I'm back closer to
10-4. Did you go down to the bottom of that long walkway with the marked signage on it, the reflection poles?
Can't hear you. Again?
Did you go down that long driveway that's gated off and has all the reflective post signs marked on the trees going down?
10 times.
Broke down on the other side, down to the Florida campground. You can come up through the other side and read it.
Hey, copy that, Joe. I'm going down there from the gated off side. Young from McGinnis, copy?
Wait.
Lady's just going up on a side-by-side, just north there of the command post on the right-hand side of the road there. She's opening up a gate. We're walking down the roadway down to her property. When you're done there with Bentley, or can you come down and grab us at the bottom, please?
Report.
SRCC Patrol 4, Mutual Aid 6.
Patrol 4.
Patrol 4 is listed on Columbus Brook and 3.
Is Bentley the sniffer dog? Was he just asking for the scent dog to come up there? Is Bentley the sniffer dog? Do we know? Because that's interesting. Lady on a quad is opening a gate. Now, is that the same lady on a quad that Janie saw? Or wait, oh yeah, that would have been day one, right? Huh. Interesting.
Be on board, and we've got 1 hour 45 minutes on the fuel, and we're going to be inbound to Lansdowne Station, and we'll call you Atlanta in about just less than 10 minutes.
4, SRCC clear.
Go for it.
Does everybody have the key to the restaurant? Can we get the key?
Joe, we're at that location there when you're ready, and fill you in on some stuff down here. There's a building, there's Wi-Fi, and there's power, and a place for the helicopter to land as well. We'll fill you in on that when you get here, if we want to use this area. Sergeant Wall from McGinnis.
Young in the house here. Hey Joe, can you swing back to the house?
Should I drop off the pilot first, or you got something?
Yeah, drop him off first. Let's come back. Danny just wants to chat with you.
I have the location, and or I have the address, so I'll be on my way very shortly.
Okay, I'll wait here at the staging area. Over.
Copy that. Out.
Go for it. Also copies 5x5 on mutually 6. So it's all on roof, so can't get hold anyway, but what are we looking for exactly? Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, Kilo 6 here. 2 missing children. One wearing pink. I'm not sure what the other one was wearing. Possibly a backpack with them. 4 years old and 8 years old. We are from Gap.
That's something you contact me to go ahead.
Global News here. Looking to speak to somebody.
Stephanie, are you on Fund A taco? Maybe I could find you to start. Is that close to the starting point? Youngs, that's an 86. Those are Youngs, that's an 83. You copy?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so I don't know how sniffer dogs work. Okay, and I'm kind of stuck on that Bentley thing, going up to where the lady on the quad is. And we know that sometime that day, the lady on the quad was up near the pipeline trail with her small child on her quad and was talking to Janie. So if there was a scent dog there, and this is obviously speculation because it's based on what I just heard, and I'm wondering, is it possible that those boot prints up on the pipeline belong to that child that was on the quad with the lady, and we just never heard that the child was off the quad, and maybe when the dog went up to where they were, he got that scent? Did they get confused like that? Is that possible? Is it possible? I don't know. Just a thought. I mean, yeah, maybe the RCMP didn't realize that she was up there. Let's continue.
I'm not calling off the radio reception on my portable, and I didn't hear you calling in the command. You're in the area. I just saw you.
Yeah, so we're at here, just try to get an idea of what we're looking at, where we're looking.
So the family is convinced that these children didn't cross the road from their residence. Of course, we're skeptical that we know how these searches go, but it's been a substantial amount of time. So we're looking at originally it's a 6 kilometer, but now we're looking further out. Anyway, that's what we've got now.
Okay, so over 6 kilometers out, I see that you have 2 locations here. Which location are we talking about? Starting point. Sergeant Young, copy.
Go ahead.
Section 83, so I see two locations where there's a lot of cars. Which of the two locations is the starting point for the missing?
1407 Gerlach Road is the last point known to this residence. So we've been concentrating on the area behind the residence.
So I see two locations in north and south. Which one would it be? Like, Station 83 is Patrol 4. I'm just facing the residence here now. So between, just off my nose, you can see the fire vehicle there with the lights on. That's the residence. Okay, 10-4, yeah, big red truck, we got it. And from there, they're looking out. I guess the two would have departed from there. Yeah, that's affirmative. So I'm essentially in the backyard here now, and sounds like they did not cross the road, but that's yet to be determined. And so yeah, we've been just pounding these hills back here. Yeah, right on. And yeah, I'm just going to work this area for the next little bit. Just let me know if you guys want me out of your way, and we're just going to be landing. Once we do, there's looks like an old park there, kind of to the south, kind of southeast there on the other side.
Okay, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here. So the live scent dog, I understand that. But if we think about it in the sense that somebody, Janie or somebody, got some of the kids' clothes and took them to the RCMP dog handler to get a scent, and they said that won't be necessary, how do they know what scent that they're tracking? And my speculation was, is it possible that the scent dog, the live scent dog, picked up the most recent scent, just happened to be a child's print? Maybe it was the lady on the quad who had the small child with her. Speculation. I don't know. I don't know. If they didn't need a piece of the children's clothing to get their specific scent, then what were they using? Probably the most recent, because people don't just go trotting through those woods. But Jeannie said she saw that woman and the child up on the pipeline trail. Just a thought, guys. DT said dogs, no offense, no shade intended, but I don't care what DT said. Thank you for sharing, though. That wasn't meant to be rude towards you, so I apologize if it was. Let's continue.
Any specific area you want us looking? We do have Fleur with us, so I thought I'd check in case you have a direction for us.
Give me 1 minute.
Sergeant Young, Risk Manager.
Go ahead.
Joe, do you need me to start thinking about relief for you at some point this evening?
Yeah, go for it.
And who you'd like me to contact?
I just got to jump in here with the search manager. Give me a couple minutes here.
Copy.
Station calling command, please say again, over. Okay. Station calling Colchester Base, please go ahead, over.
Let's do.
Yeah, you're coming through.
Just send your copy, Sergeant Young.
How expensive?
Texas from Sergeant Young. We're looking at searching into the waterways north of the residence, up near Matheson West Road and Gerlach Road.
Waterways, and I'll get back to you with. Just right now I'm on the camera, so GPS points or addresses might be best for me to get an idea of what I'm looking at. Yeah, it says from Patrol 4, if you copy, so Matheson Road is just by 3 o'clock here now, kind of parallel on it, and then Lansdowne Lake is the body of water there to the north as well. Okay, Lansdowne Lake's the one. Yeah, Lansdowne Lake, just north of the residence, and Matheson Road is on my right side here now. I'm just kind of parallel, and it looks like a kind of gravel road there. Dirt road. Okay, 10-4. Otherwise, what are the details? Have they been gone a long time?
0800.
Oh, that's funny. I'm busy replying to chat and I'm the one doing the live. That's too good. When information is put out and isn't verified, it's dangerous. And especially things that we know are false, right? So I think that was very helpful. I never thought of the dog thing before and the scent tracking thing before. I knew it and I'd heard it before, but I didn't see what I mean about going back, and you're going to hear things that you never heard, or you're going to have a different, point of view maybe. So that's why it's important. So Plunder has 2 more dispatch audio videos that are probably about the same length. I don't know 100% that I want to do this all today, but I don't want to dwell too much on day 1. We can discuss it a little bit if you want, or I can play her next dispatch audio. I know in one of the dispatch audios we hear when one of the family members finds the blanket. I don't know exactly where it is, so we would definitely have to listen to it all. I said, I don't mind playing it. Yeah, this is all still day 1. The dispatch audio is all just day 1. So I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to keep going with that, or if you just want to have a little bit more of a conversation now. Next live, I plan to move on to day 2 and start with the interviews, the the altercation, all that kind of stuff. And I think that's also going to be important to revisit anyways. So what do you think? Do you want to watch another one, or do you want to call her quits for today? We can, I'm really chilly today. No, keep it going. And you know what? People are gonna see, like, when they go to do replay, they're gonna be like, oh my God, 4-hour live. I can't watch. Like, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't even have to stay here to do this. But, okay. Let me have a look. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm still absolutely, I think I might have to stop sharing this, remove this. I'll put this back up. And then that way I might be able to back out of here. Okay. Oh, wait a second. This is May 2nd and May 3rd. Just one sec. That's weird. Oh my gosh, my phone's going crazy. Well, what the heck, guys? That, maybe I'm missing something, but that was May 2nd, and now I've got dispatch audio from like the 3rd. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Did I miss anything? Anybody telling me? Yeah, but a 4-hour live that answers questions and allows conversations is time well spent. I agree, Core. And I mean, I'm used to people complaining about the longer live streams. But I understand that a lot of the complaints are about the content. So I think that a 4-hour live stream is not terrible if the content is this and not, talking to talk, And by all means, don't feel like you have to stay here and watch this to support me or anything like that. It's Saturday. Go touch grass, guys. Go do stuff. I don't need to touch grass. I lost my hold on reality a long time ago. So if you want, we're going to do it. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep at it. And I have to pee anyways. So this says that I'm still sharing this screen. So, oh, okay. I'm still learning. All right, so here we go. The title of this one is May 2nd and May 3rd Dispatch Audio. So actually, this might be a good segue into a conversation about day 2, right? So here we go. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go get a drink, do my toilet thing, and then I'll be back to chat.
We'd walk up the gas pipeline trail there, and there's definitely some child-sized boot prints in the mud here that are still visible. They're a bit eroded from the heavy rain, but they're still visible. So, not sure if you'd like us to continue on up the trail or what you'd like to do. Over.
This is Colchester Base calling the K-9 unit tasked to investigate the blanket. Do you copy? Over.
What a terrible time to interrupt. I'm so sorry. But Seawood, I think it's important that I interrupt at this point because Seawood is asking about why Jack and Lily aren't on the missing children's list anymore. They are. There is one list that they're not on, but it's not like an official list. But when the question was put out, numerous links were, and I should have, because I'm not a very good content creator yet, I should have saved the links, but there were numerous links put out to different official lists, and the kids are absolutely still on those lists, guys. They are still on those lists. So, sorry to interrupt. Here we go.
This is Bravo 3. I was with Kilo 2 like 3 seconds ago. He went towards the main road there. We're done at that site. The dog didn't get a track or anything like that. Bravo 3 sees the blanket.
Halifax Command, copy on the drone team. I got a point of interest for you. 2 heat signatures by the water source. Read you off coordinates.
Right, go ahead. But your team looking at, there's 2 figurines of swans sitting there, painted black, and they must have picked up heat.
Do we know if any of the kids had like stickers on their backpacks? We found a little shiny star sticker over here by a bridge. Over.
Stand by. That's something I couldn't answer. Stickers for strawberries. You say you found a star?
Yeah, it's like a holographic little star over.
Where are little Lily and Jack Sullivan? That's the question many people are trying to answer, and many people have been working so hard over the past week to discover. Supposedly these little ones, these 4 and 6-year-old children, went missing allegedly when they opened a sliding glass door at their home in Canada, in Nova Scotia, and just disappeared into the ether. Is that what really happened or what? I've been digging into this case and I've dug into 48 hours worth of dispatch. The available archives, that's why I get a professional account over on Broadcastify, because I want to be able to just find data, find helpful information in cases like these, especially a case like this where the rumors are running rampant. So let's try and talk about facts. I went over 48 hours worth of audio, pulled it into my editor, and I've extracted about 30 minutes worth of information I found interesting or relevant, not just the communications trying to figure out logistics and stuff.
Yeah, we completed a sweep of the property. Nothing seen. There are some kids' bikes here, but members are still interviewing the person, so not sure if you've got any other direction for us at this point. Over.
So let's talk about the mom. Her full name is Malaya Vanessa Brooks Murray, and the so-called stepdad. Some people are like, yeah, he is a stepdad. He's the mom's boyfriend. Well, to me, I got to look up the definition of stepdad, but I thought that meant you were married, and especially if he went a step further, if he would have adopted her children. But anyway, Daniel Martin and Malaya, also, their relationship is over. Let's get into all this. So I dug into all these audio files, again, 48 hours worth of the Pictou County Fire VHF paging and ops system from a week ago, Friday, May 2nd. I mean, today is Friday, May 7th. 7 days in the wilderness. Are these little ones really out there? And all these searchers couldn't find any definitive clues leading to their whereabouts?
We do have some clear footprints,
Plunder.
probably 3/4 of the way up the gas line. Just want to give you guys that update right now.
Stranger things have happened, but I don't know, it could be unlikely. Friday, May 2nd is the day the children supposedly went missing. That's the day they were reported missing. So I focused on that Friday and all the audio files I pulled down. And then on Saturday, May 3rd, the very next day, that's the day that Malaya and Daniel had such a bad argument that she ended up leaving the property with reportedly their little baby. The baby they share together, either a 16-month-old or 18-month-old. I've read both in all my research. This is something Daniel confirms, that there was some kind of blowout on Saturday. He's going to say, they think I did it. Quote, they think I did it. He doesn't describe what it is, but that's the reason for the separation. And now when a reporter called Malaya's home, a woman who answered the phone said her relationship with him, Daniel, is over. It has ended. Like, it is done. So what does Malaya know? What does Daniel know? I mean, so many rumors are floating around. People are talking about an alleged party that happened Thursday night. They're talking about it being a home full of substances. We don't know. The reason I dug through these 48 hours worth of audio files from Friday and Saturday was because I wanted more details about this alleged blowout, this domestic disturbance. And unfortunately, I couldn't find anything. Now, according to CBC, this is when Daniel said that after the kids got gone, after the kids went missing, Malaya left the area to be with her family in another part of the province, and she's blocked him on all social media. Daniel himself said there was an argument between the two families out in the yard of the home that day. Either they mean Friday or Saturday, there was an argument. So that's why I listened so intently to Friday and Saturday. I wanted to hear if it was reported at all to authorities. But then I'm thinking authorities were probably already on the property. I heard a lot of dispatch audio where they're like, we're at the residence or we're near the residence.
Future Command Task 419. Can you confirm if there's any dogs at the residence? Over.
Yes, there's a dog team out there.
But nothing related to this domestic disturbance. Daniel said, quote, my mother had to kick some people off the property because they were saying that I did it. I had something to do with it. He doesn't elaborate, and I'm the only one here fighting for them, which is sad. So Daniel is putting himself up as this person who he's still fighting, he's still searching, he's willing to take a polygraph, lie detector test. I mean, they're not allowed in court here in the USA, but I don't know about Canada, maybe not. I still don't know what to think of Daniel.
I've done everything. I've given them all my information. I'm here to find the kids.
You said they're flying in someone to do a polygraph test. Is that on you?
That's not just on me, but on everyone. That's what I asked for. I asked for that so early on, and there's not many places that do it in Canada, so they're flying somebody in.
Why do you think you need to do that? Do you think they don't believe you?
I think their side of the family doesn't believe me, and I just want to clear it up for everyone. Clear it up for everyone, not just the people online making crazy accusations and everything else.
I could go either way. I'm trying to be really kind of soft on these parents because I know what has happened in the past, like with Shane Carey. In that case in Texas, when his fiance and his baby went missing, everyone thought Shane Carey was a weirdo. We were comparing him to Chris Watts. He gave a strange interview, and I learned my lesson from that case. You can't judge a book by its cover or by its behavior. You never know. So some people, at least one anonymous person came out and defended Daniel, like he would never do anything like this. Some people are giving more side eyes to Malaya. I just don't know. I'm just looking and digging for facts. And what I did find, I found audio of a bunch of hardworking searchers. They spent so many hours with their boots on this rugged ground, and there were a lot of leads that you could hear. It sounded so hopeful, but it led nowhere.
309 command is requesting a photograph be taken and sent to the command phone if possible, if there's cell service. And could you please send the coordinates for those prints? Over.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be back at my truck in about 30. I'll be quickly.
309, copy that. We'll see you shortly.
You could almost cry listening to some of this dispatch when their drones would pick up heat. You know, the heat of two figures in the woods. I mean, these guys, some of the audio was in the middle of the night. I was getting stuff from 4 a.m. and, different times it slowed down and maybe people left at midnight. And on May 3rd, there were pieces of cloth found. Someone said those pieces of cloth, that's what you and I went with the dog yesterday when the family brought us up there. Searchers, I guess, found some type of cloth and they were going to go check it out immediately and try and figure out what's what. But apparently it's when another searcher or authority was with the family of Lily and Jack.
Those pieces of cloth, that's what you and I went and with the dog yesterday there when the family brought us up there.
You know how authorities give the dog, like the children's clothing or whatever it is, a scent and like, go, I know they had bloodhounds. I could hear them talking about the bloodhound here. And so I'm not sure if that's the piece of cloth that was being referenced, but nothing came of that apparently. And then there was another point. They got hopeful. Did any of the kids have stickers on their backpacks? Someone found a shiny star sticker over by the bridge. Now, which bridge? I've heard of a bunch of different bridges, something like Seal Island Bridge. I should see how close the bridges are to the residents.
Do we know if any of the kids had stickers on their backpacks? We found a little shiny star sticker over here by the bridge over.
Stand by. That's all my quick answer. Stickers for strawberries. You say you found a star?
Yeah, it's like a holographic little star over it.
I know there's a lake nearby. Daniel did talk to the press. I'm grateful he's talking to the press. He talked about allegedly authorities searching bodies of water or something like that. But then the Mounties don't want to confirm anything to the public.
Lots of RCMP in the area that I've seen. They were at Lansdowne Lake, and they told me that they scoured the lake, divers, and sonared the lake, and there's no evidence at all. If they were in this area, would have found them. My family's still searching.
The CTV News report from Friday, May 9th, quotes Daniel as going on to say, and we're never going to give hope. I don't know if he actually said that. We're going to continue to look and probably continue to look for the rest of my life. That is an interesting quote. I hope we get that video of him too, the rest of him saying that, because those are quite a couple of quotes. I don't know if he meant to say we're never going to give up hope, and that's what he actually said, and it's a misprint, but he's expecting to look for the rest of his life as if he'll never find Lily and Jack. So if they're looking and finding like little stickers, that shows you the detail. And I think this was really late at night, if I'm not mistaken. I have different times on the audio and I'm like, whoa, they found that so late at night. They're really looking. It was on the bridge. You know, they're looking for real great detail, clues. That's how detailed these searchers are. There was a canine unit, according to the audio, that was tasked to investigate the blanket. Now, we heard about this.
This is Colchester Base calling the K-9 unit tasked to investigate the blanket. Do you copy? Over.
True crime audio.
This is Bravo 3. I was with Kilo 2 like 3 seconds ago. He went towards the main road there. We're done at that site. The dog didn't get a track or anything like that. Bravo 3 sees the blanket.
3, this is command. Can I get an updated position, please? Over.
The dog didn't get a track, and Bravo 3 sees the blanket. Now, this does confirm talk of the blanket. According to the CBC, the children's stepfather, Daniel, said the Mounties showed him shirts, a blanket, and a water bottle found during the search near their Garlock Road home somewhere. And he says none of those items belong to either child. So now we hear that actual audio where they talk about the blanket. And some people are really searching, you know, clues in the photos, and I don't know if it was a pink blanket or not, but someone did see like what could have been a pink blanket behind Jack in the photos, and they're like, what if this was a blanket? What if it really did belong to the children? And what if he's lying about it? But I don't know if that would be true. If the kids really wandered off into the woods and they left a blanket out there, I don't believe he'd lie about, yeah, that's not my kid's blanket. Or even if some people think he is lying and he maybe strewn items around the property or outside the property for searchers to find. Also, he wouldn't lie and say that's not their blanket, because that would defeat the purpose of him allegedly creating, you know, a scenario.
Yeah, they were supposed to be up towards McLeod Road.
I got one person out and brought her back, and she's signed out, and they've taken her to her car.
Was she the patient that was suffering from heat exhaustion?
We're going to hear about one searcher having heat exhaustion. I mean, wow. Before we spoke of the extreme muscle cramps. I mean, these people were going through it. And this is what I keep thinking about when I'm hearing these beautiful men and women of this very dense rural area taking time out of their days away from their families and staying there well past midnight. Someone was doing an 18-hour shift. I mean, you know, getting food, getting water when they can. I'm like, what if it's all a ruse? What if, and this is just speculation, Lily and Jack never went into the woods? And I always think about this when we see cases that it turns out someone was lying. In the past, we've seen cases where the culprit, you know, pretending to be an innocent parent or whomever, will just send these searchers out to risk their lives, life and limb in this territory, people of all ages. And I was thinking, wow, that would just be so selfish, so uncaring. To tell someone, help me, you know, my 4-year-old and 6-year-old must have just wandered in the woods, if they know otherwise. And that's a big if. I'm not saying anyone's lying in this case, but imagine sending out hundreds of people, 150 or more people to traverse these woods, or up in helicopters, and the helicopters are trying to avoid the drones, you know, and they're trying to keep it together. And I'm like, imagine if you knew your children were never coming back, but you've created a ruse and you don't even care, and you send all these people out there to risk their own lives because they believe children are in the woods. Children could still be in the woods. I have no idea, but that's a thought that keeps crossing my mind. According to the Globe and Mail, this mom and stepdad of Lily and Jack have broken up. They are done. It says on Thursday, so this is yesterday, Thursday, May 8th, major crime investigators arrived at the rundown mobile home to speak to Daniel. He's 33. He's described as the stepdad. The person who posted that anonymous post on Facebook is like, he takes more care of the kids than Malaya does. We don't know if that's true. That's what people are coming out and saying. But they were there to get Daniel's electronic devices to help corroborate timelines. I'm actually surprised this was not done like a week ago, but maybe it's different in the United States when they start seeing something a little shady, or even if it's not shady. I mean, just to corroborate what they're saying, 2 young missing children mom and stepdad, give me your phones right away. Let me see, were you really up, whatever, charging your phone or taking it off the charger, the Friday morning when you noticed them missing and when you called 911, Malaya. And Daniel, you said before you did all that, you drove around, before 911 is called. So I'm sure they have whatever that timestamp is. I don't know if we'll ever get to hear that call. The actual call, not just dispatch audio when they know, oh, this is the case we have and this is the info I'm getting. I'm talking about Malaya's actual voice, all that stuff. Even in the United States, we might not, depending on the state, we might not have gotten that info right away. 911 calls are not just necessarily public record while the case is still being investigated. Some states are, like Florida. We love Florida. Anyway, they would know the timestamp of whenever Malaya called 911. They'd be able to corroborate Daniel's story when he says, before I believe the call was made, he was driving all around, searching culverts and roads or trails or wherever he said he was going. They'd be able to see if he took his phone with him. Hopefully they'd be able to see kind of his movements, something. So they have Daniel's electronic devices. So he said that in a video, like, I'm willing to take a polygraph. They took all my stuff. He's like, I gave them everything. Earlier that day, is this Thursday? Yesterday, I believe, an RCMP helicopter flew overhead scanning the family property. It backs up into that dense forest. So they're talking about why they didn't issue an Amber Alert. They're defending their decision not to issue one. That's one thing Malaya focused on. She wanted an Amber Alert. So everyone would know the kids are missing. And the RCMP is like, it just didn't fit the criteria. But sometimes that happens here too. If there's no description of a vehicle or an abductor, then it's kind of hard to put out an Amber Alert. Of course, an alert can go out, like, this is the description of the missing children. This is what we believe they were wearing, but it's not an Amber Alert. Now, the Mounties also won't talk about Daniel's claim that divers were called in yesterday to search the nearby Lansdowne Lake. They won't confirm whether or not tracking dogs had followed the kids' scent to the end of the family's driveway. Now, we will hear coming up just different little snippets about, is it this? Is it that? It was just so heartbreaking. There was, the drones would pick up the heat of two figures you'll hear coming up. And it's like, I know they obviously didn't find the kids during this audio, but you could hear the searchers getting so hopeful. One heat source just turned out to be two oil drums, maybe sitting by the side of the road or whatever.
Yeah, cancel the last coordinates we gave you. We investigated and determined it was two oil drums were returning to base. Anyway, okay, thank you.
And then another just turned out to be two flamingos that were painted black. So the black, I guess, soaked up some of the heat from the sun. You know how black absorbs heat. That's why I always kind of laugh when I see people, in the sun and they have black umbrellas. And I'm like, you're just turning yourself into a solar lamp. Black absorbs heat. And so those swans or whatever figures were giving off heat, the drone operators thought it could have been the children, if only.
But your team looking at, there's two figurines of swans sitting there, painted black, and they must have picked up heat. Yeah, copy that. You guys copied what the heat source was, did you?
Affirmative.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
But I don't know how much information we will get on this case. That's why I'm digging to find any official info. Nova Scotia RCMP spokesperson Alison Gerard said, to ensure the integrity of the investigation, no further details will be released at this time. So will we get another presser today? I don't know. It's 3:15 here now, Eastern time. I haven't seen one. They told us the other day they're pulling back. I think it's more focused now, as we've seen these cases go before, more on that internal investigation, what's going on with the mom and dad. I mean, if you read the crazy rumors out there, and they might end up being true, I don't know. You don't really know who's really a local, who's kind of creating a fan fiction type of post to see how many people will fall for it. But some folks are like, yeah, maybe this happened. It's such a house. Maybe the kids got a hold of some substances. Maybe there was an accident. Maybe they really weren't alive Friday morning. Maybe it was all a ruse. Some people are claiming, oh, the mom knew such and such. And so it is interesting if Daniel did anything and Malia co-signed with it and it's this code of silence, or if Malia did something and Daniel's co-signing with it. It's weird that she's blocked him. Has she turned on him? Has she allegedly told investigators everything? That's what some rumors out there are claiming. And what, just let Daniel keep spinning his wheels? Maybe the investigators want him to keep talking, keep putting out this image, this good guy image, or whether it's real or fake, just keep talking until we find out where Lily and Jack are or what really happened with them. Both of the little ones attend a school called Salt Springs Elementary. It's a small school, about a 20-minute bus ride from their home. It's only servicing less than 90 children. And so this picture was so cool. It should read technically yesterday on May 8th. Bus driver Brian Ward shows where missing children Jack, 4-year-old, and Lily, 6, sat on his bus. They spell Lily with 2 L's. And so I keep searching for the proper way to spell her name. I want to make sure, does it just have 1 L or 2? I've seen it both ways. But to think about the impact of their little schoolmates who, of course, don't understand any of what's happening. There's been counselors brought on board to help the school staff, their schoolmates, and everything. Now, it is interesting to think about the terrain and the setting of this house. You know, there was another post on Facebook, and of course I take this all as a grain of salt. That's why I like telling you all my sources, whether it's, mainstream media, whether it's the Dispatch audio, whether it's just a Facebook rumor or what, so you can distinguish what I'm saying. But another person on Facebook is like, yeah, there were so many cars in the driveway, and I'm their neighbor, and Thursday night I think they had this party, so we don't know if they had a party or not on Thursday. But I thought about it when reading the description, this densely wooded section of Garlock Road with no immediate neighbors. So it's not like here, you can probably hear a neighbor, maybe, doing their lawn, maybe a couple houses down. It's not like your neighbor's right there. The only traffic is usually logging trucks. I can imagine it feels like you're in your own world. You can almost kind of do what you want. Just like that crazy case out of New Mexico. Oh my goodness, I might cover that. There's so much information the docket and I have. But, when people have acres and acres, I feel like sometimes they feel like I'm king and queen of my castle. I can do what I want. I don't know if this family feels that way, but Malaya and Daniel moved into that home about 2 years ago. And now she just left on the weekend with their 16-month-old daughter. She's off to be with her mom, and she hasn't returned. And apparently it's over between them. And she is not on a reservation, allegedly, what I hear. According to the Globe and Mail, Malaya is a member of the Sipaganakik. I've looked it up, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, the First Nation. And she previously told that both kids were diagnosed with autism. They struggled in school. Now, I saw a Facebook post from, I believe she's the children's paternal aunt. I believe she must be sister of Daniel, could be wrong. She's the one who had posted the children were non-verbal. Now, Malaya came out almost to give that interview like a clap back against that. Like she was saying, oh, my kids talk and talk and talk. They'll talk your ear off at the grocery store. I don't know where that disconnect is. Some people are saying maybe it's because a mom can understand her own children. I haven't seen any video yet of Lily and Jack speaking. I don't know. But that's it. Malaya kind of went ghost after that. Whatever day she left that property, broke up with Daniel, and she hasn't given any more interviews. She's gone ghost on social media, which might be a move that investigators are telling her. Maybe they're telling her, don't talk to anybody. Daniel keeps talking to the press, and maybe it's really because, as is everyone here, innocent until proven guilty. Maybe he wants to get it out there like, I've done nothing to my children. They really did go away. Or he's trying to perpetrate a certain narrative. Maybe Malaya is too. We just don't know. But it's weird how Malaya and her family are saying, cops told us don't talk to the press. Daniel's like out there every day talking. Maybe they haven't told him the same thing. I don't know. Malaya's Mi'kmaq community leadership has urged people not to spread rumors, don't add fuel to the rampant speculation about the case circulating online. Lots of luck there. I'm trying not to add any fuel to these rumors. I'm only mentioning the rumors coupled with all the facts we've been able to discover here. And unfortunately, this is the way it goes, especially during a tight-lipped investigation. I understand why they have to remain tight-lipped in certain circumstances. You leave a vacuum and people just start creating a narrative. And sometimes it's correct. I mean, thank God for people who can spot oddities. Like in the Chris Watts situation, Letitia Stalk situation, so many situations, even Barry Morphew, even though he has not been rearrested. Thank God the Daily Mail is still keeping up with Suzanne Morphew's case. It's good when the public spots certain oddities and brings more pressure to bear, more attention on the case, and then investigators know, boy, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of focus on this case. We really need to solve it. But then sometimes it goes left, like in the case of Shane Carey, where he was innocent. It was just his weird interview and affect that made everyone suspect him of something. But this is when the Globe and Mail said, whoever answered Malaya's phone yesterday said she couldn't talk about the missing children. Malaya's relationship with Daniel has ended. It's not even like we're on a break. It's not even like, we're just separated for now until this whole thing plays out. To me, that's very telling. Is it because Malaya has come to the realization, like some Facebook post, anonymous, wrote, he did something. This Facebook post was saying Daniel lied to Malaya. Daniel told Malaya, oh, the kids must have gotten out. So you never know who's just giving a story. So this Facebook post was claiming Daniel lied to Malaya. She believed him at first, but then realized, wait a minute, the kids didn't get out. Is that the truth? And she came to that realization, and then she started accusing him, and then that domestic situation happened, and Daniel's mother kicked them off the property, and Malaya and her child she shares with Daniel. And is that why things have ended in their relationship and she's blocked him? That's one potential theory. That's all we can do is speculate. Or is it like Daniel says, he just doesn't know. He's the only one there looking. He didn't hurt anyone. Who's the harmful one here? And you can't go by a person's seemingly nice personality. People are saying, look, my ex, he acted like, Prince Charming in front of everyone. And this woman said only when she recorded her ex and she had the proof of his abusive nature and she displayed that in court, then all his family and friends were shocked because, they couldn't believe that was him. And perhaps vice versa. It could go the same way with the woman, with Malaya. Who knows? She gave that one interview. She's very soft-spoken, great voice, and people are wondering why wasn't she more upset? The way she started off with what had happened was, and all these different telltale signs people aren't believing. Who knows? A woman could act sweet and just be very sinister. Who knows? Malaya spoke to CTV News that Saturday, and pretty much that was it, just saying she wanted to remain hopeful. She wanted to hold them. She wanted them at home, like in their beds. She didn't want to go through another night like she went through Friday night without them. She may not have intended, but that line totally reminded me of Chris Watts, like focused on himself and how hard it was to have his family gone that first night. So this relationship, I know they've lived there 2 years. I don't know how long they've been together. Malaya is a stay-at-home mom, and Daniel works at the local sawmill. But work has slowed down there recently, in recent weeks, and he was not at work on Friday. I'm wondering if that also added to the stress of the situation. With work slowing down, that means your paychecks likely slow down too. I don't know how his pay works there. With his wife being a stay-at-home mom, they have children. I mean, that's got to be a lot of pressure on a person who's like the sole breadwinner. Ugh, there's so much. But Daniel said he willingly handed over his phone. He gave police everything. He said, police have also searched the home and everything I own. Well, I don't know how long it'll take for the Celebrite information to come back and, just to corroborate everything these two are saying. I hope they have Malaya's phone too. I don't know if they have smartwatches, all the data they can gather. But it's not like police will necessarily tell us anything more anytime soon. Sometimes in Canada, like different Canadian cases I've followed, you just have to put on a Google alert with the party's names and hope for.
Just really quick, isn't it crazy how early on these were the legitimate assumptions of most of us? The things that Paula is talking about here and how much we've learned since then. It's very interesting to me. I don't know. I find it fascinating how in the beginning everybody was kind of on the same wavelength with all the information that we had, which wasn't very much, but we were all kind of thinking the same things and the same possibilities, and now it's almost completely different, right? Interesting. And I wish I could just fast forward to just the part of this one where she just plays the dispatch audio, but I think, I don't know, I kind of like listening to her. What do y'all think? I think we're good.
Or an update at some point, even like a year later, it's like, okay, this is the update. But Daniel says they searched every rock, every root, everything. You do hear these searchers searching a lot. I've been giving them every detail, everything from my bank account statements to all the information that came off my Google Maps. So that's good. He's even asking police, give me a lie detector test. It'll happen in the next few days, it says. So they have to get a polygrapher, I guess, in town. I don't know if that's him just saying, yes, I'm ready to tell you guys the truth. I'm speaking truly already. Hook me up. I'll prove it. Or could it be arrogance or hubris? Just like not saying Daniel is Chris Watts. And I did not mean to compare him to Stephen Stearns in the first video. I only meant it reminded me of the Jennifer Soto Stephen Stearns case in terms of there's a guy being called the stepdad, and when you break down the relationship, you learn, oh, they're not really married. And the woman comes out and calls him her partner, like Malaya called Daniel. It just reminded me of Jennifer Soto in that way. I'm not saying Daniel is a creeper like Stephen Stearns is, a man who's been arrested in Florida for allegedly doing horrible things to his girlfriend's 13-year-old daughter and getting rid of her. But Daniel, maybe like Chris Watts, could be thinking, I can pass a polygraph. Like CBI agent Tammy Lee out of Colorado told Chris Watts, it would be really stupid of you to be sitting in that chair if you actually knew something about where your family is. And he just sat there anyway, because people sometimes they just want to say, hey, give me a polygraph. Like that'll prove my innocence. And maybe it'll come out inconclusive. Maybe it'll come out that he failed. Maybe he'll pass with flying colors. Who knows? Daniel says, I just want to clear it up, not just for the people online making crazy accusations and everything else. So he does want to clear it up for people who are already pegging him as this bad guy who did something to the children when we don't know that as a fact. Daniel's even saying, I asked for that early on, and there's not many places that do that in Canada, so they're flying somebody in. It does say polygraphs are sometimes used in police investigations, but the results are not admissible in Canadian courts because they are unreliable. So there you go, just like in the US. And the RCMP won't tell the Globe and Mail or anybody when they're going to administer this polygraph. So unless Daniel comes out and tells us, and if he tells us the truth, we won't know the results. In the meantime, I have been digging into Malaya a little bit. I only found an old Instagram account from like 10 years ago, and I don't really know how old she is. I'm assuming she's around the same age as Daniel. I really don't know Malaya's age. Perhaps she's in her 20s still, late 20s, maybe she's 30. I don't know if I've found that information yet, but I did dig into her and saw her old Instagram from when she was younger. She loves tattoos. She has one that says something like, mirror dusk till dawn, I that will become one, or something like that. And she said, she loves a tattoo that only she knows. My new tattoo. So happy with it. It says exactly what I want it to. And it's my personal tattoo with a special meaning that only I know what it means to me. The tattoo is just above my knee. So we haven't been able to see that in her interviews. We just don't know. All we know is Daniel keeps talking. He says he's physically exhausted, mentally and emotionally at this point. And what brought it home to me, too, that these are real children, thinking about their schoolmates, the bus driver showing where they sat. And there's even the Globe and Mail posted, art on the wall of the home of the missing siblings. And it says, Jack. You could see Jack. And it's like, oh my goodness, that really brings it home. These are real children. Okay, I'm going to play the rest of all this dispatch that I found. And again,
This is Colchester base calling the K-9 unit tasked to investigate the blanket. Do you copy?
Thunder.
Over.
True crime audio.
This is Bravo 3. I was with Kilo 2 like 3 seconds ago. He went towards the main road there. We're down at that site. The dog didn't get a track or anything like that. Bravo 3 sees the blanket.
3, this is command. Can I get an updated position, please? Over.
Yeah, Crystal, it's Scott here. Thanks. It's starting to rain here pretty bad. I'm not sure how good the drone will be.
10-4. Do you know if it's supposed to rain all night? Because we can just keep it at 1 for now, and if it clears up, call out more. Or if you want them just on standby.
Let me just check on that. Sergeant Ellis from Sanderson. Yeah, it looks like it's just chance of rain through the night, so we'll keep 1, and if we need a second, we can call them in.
10-4, thank you.
Future Command Task 419. Can you confirm if there's any dogs at the residence over?
Yes, there's a dog team out there. Team 112, like I say, I'm trying to figure out exactly where they are. They said something about where they sent out or whatever. When I talk to Team 112, can you copy it on your RTT about the subject house there? Did you copy it that time?
If there's someone around the house, yes, I can find that. I'll head that way and see if there's orange sticking around. Yeah, I'd like to give you the coordinates. We got
Really quickly, people are talking about Amber Alerts and how they don't work. They're useless. And I just like to put my 2 cents in here, because if if they don't have the description of a vehicle and they don't have a description of a suspect, okay, would it be a good idea to put out that 2 little kids are missing, so that if somebody does see 2 little kids, and it doesn't matter, I get that they get swarmed with calls about kids that maybe were with their parents or something, but isn't that better than nothing? Just my opinion. I think the whole system needs a good overhaul. I think.
we found something that was moving. We can't pick it up again. Probably an animal, but we want to call it in too.
Okay, we're ready to copy. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's 45 decimal 430383 by negative 62 decimal 817849. Yeah, we'd like to give you a coordinate to investigate if you are ready to copy.
Okay, go ahead.
Just for context, it's 2 heat signatures close together by a road. Coordinate is 45 decimal 427661 by negative 62 decimal 825700. Affirmative, that's a good copy. The point should have you right by a road, or looks like just off Station Road.
Okay, what's there?
I'm just confirming that when you map it, that's where you should be. Yeah, cancel the last coordinates we gave you. We investigated and determined it was 2 oil drums were returning to base.
Anyway, okay, thank you.
Halifax Command, copy on the drone team. I got a point of interest for you. 2 heat signatures by the water source. Read you off coordinates.
Right, go ahead.
45 decimal 429505 north. Second set's going to be 62 decimal 81602 8 west. Was that just a point of interest, or what do you see? I've got 2 heat signatures. One appears like it could be small object sitting. Just 2 heat signatures sitting close together near the water. Roger. Now we'll have somebody take a look. Okay, there's 2 heat sources at that point. And we would need you to go check it out. Team 203, what you're looking for, the drone picked up 2 heat sources at that point.
Copy that, command. He's just inserting the numbers in the GPS.
Roger, like I say, the place we're trying to say is right at the end of the road. You know, where we park the vehicles. Just keep going down the road right to the end there.
Yeah, just going to go down the long driveway here. That's actually where the RPAS is standing, so that's the location with the coordinates, I think.
Yeah, okay, like I say, we're going to send 2 teams there. Was it you that found the 2 heat sources?
Negative, that was Elma.
Can you go back to that spot that you're seeing the 2 heat sources there and check it over again there, please?
10-4. We will return to those locations.
Thank you, Duncan. What's your location now?
3, clear the scene.
All right, the A1 drone there. The team are finding a duck there in the water.
We are directly overhead. Your most west member should be looking at the 2 heat signatures, whatever it is. Directly to your right, you just walk past it. Yeah, ground crew, Elma drone team, I am directly overhead of the heat signature. I'm about as low as I can get safely.
The drone is directly over the team. So what are you seeing? Just look at the heat signature from the drone.
Affirmative. It is directly between the tree and the water. You have a member within 5 feet of it. Currently walking away from it. Turn around 180 and walk forward. Continue forward. Bank left. You're directly over both heat sources. I'm going to assume it's nothing.
The team says they're not seeing anything.
Yeah, 10-4. They're directly over it, so it must be something holding heat.
Roger, copy that.
We'll be deviating back to our flight path.
Roger, copy that. Our drone's not on the air anymore. They're back here.
10-4.
Yeah, Alma. But the team looking at, there's 2 figurines of swans sitting there, painted black, and they must have picked up heat.
10-4. We copy. Thank you.
Okay, Alma. The team moved the 2 figurines up to the lawn in case you come over them again.
10-4. Copy that.
I have Team 207, and I'm returning to base.
Yeah, copy that. You guys copied what the heat source was, did you?
Affirmative.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
We have finished the grid that Colchester Command had given us earlier. We are going to be landing due to the weather. Playing with our infrared now, we're not very effective. So we are going to land for the night. We are going to make our way down to you and drop this micro SD card with you guys.
Okay, weather's bad, and you guys are finished for the night. Okay, thank you.
10-4. Thank you.
G-Park Man, G6K9, we just brought the dog down for a quick recce of the area where those heat signatures were. He's indicating that we're at on the river. We're just wondering if we're in the same area that was just searched.
Barking enough, I couldn't quite make up that. I don't think we got a team in there anymore.
G-Park Man, Team 119. G6K9, just the dog's indicating where we're at on the river here, and we're just curious if this is the same area that we just had with the heat signature. Because if he's picking up on the team that was just here, then that would make sense over.
You copying that, K9? All right. Okay, Todd. You're back on the highway, right? On the road? Yeah, K9, they're back up on the road. On the Logram Town Road, whatever. They're back on the road. The other team that was just there. Did you copy that, K9? That the team that was up there at the last coordinates looking for the heat spot there, they're back on the road.
G-Sir Command, G-Sir K. We see their headlamps as they were taking off. Just want to make sure that they were on the opposite side of the river.
You're copying this. You're on the south side of the river, not the north side. They're K9, they're on the south side of the river. At K9, they stayed on the south side of the river. They didn't go the other side.
G-Sir Command, G-Sir K9. Sorry, I had to do a quick battery change on the radio. Copy that. We're on the opposite side of the river, so it was like the other team that the dog was indicating on over.
As far as I know, there was nobody up there besides that team when they're on the south side. Yeah, they remember seeing your headlights too, so they seen you guys.
Did any of the kids have stickers on their clothing or backs over?
Repeat that again.
Do we know if any of the kids had like stickers on their backpacks? We found a little shiny star sticker over here by the bridge. Over.
Stand by. That's something I couldn't answer. Stickers for strawberries. You say you found a star?
Yeah, it's like a holographic little star over.
Okay, what team is it?
Task 121.
Roger. Okay, copy that. I don't have I don't know exactly where you are. Will it give us a GPS reading where you are?
We are
Oh, you're breaking up real bad. We're only getting about every 2 or 3 seconds. We're getting the.
I say again, northern 45. Westing.
You're breaking up so bad. We're not picking up hardly anything. Okay, let's try again then.
Okay, we are 0, 5, 1, 4, 8, 6, 8, 5, 0, 3, 0, 8, 5. Over.
Okay, perfect. Copy that time. 05148685038085.
Say again. Second line. 5030815.
Okay, the last one was 5030815. Okay, copy that now.
We are on a wooden bridge. Over.
It's right there to your right, or to your left, sorry.
I don't see anything. Just brush.
You stop and just walk to your left a bit. Yeah, just keep going straight. Gets up that way.
What I have my foot on is a rim and a tire.
To your left more if you can. The structure that looks like it's square on the thing is in front of you now by about 6 to 10 feet.
Looks like a very old stone foundation. Yeah, stone foundation.
Copy, more rocks.
10 foot with a scattered large one around. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Five, Staff Sergeant Weiss, 355, do you copy? Here's a update.
piece of information that came in for the file. Just ask him to key up whenever he's available. 6, go ahead.
Yes, I was told somebody from OCC was looking for me.
10-4, there was an update to the file, just a piece of information in regards to pieces of clothing found near 1267 Millbrook Road in New Gairloch.
And can you create a file and pass that to the local detachment?
10-4, it'll still be Picto. Do you just want like a D115 file made?
Yeah, 10-4, create a file. They can be linked to the other file of the local detachment, just dispatch them regular call.
10-4, it's going to be the same detachment, but I will do that.
10-4.
48 Echo 5, 355.
Go ahead.
She's just stepped out at the moment there. Is there anything I can help you with for the time being?
There was supposed to be a relief GSAR commander. I'm rolling into hour 18 on shift, so I'm hoping that was going to pan out sometime soon. I think I called maybe 5 or 6 hours ago about this.
10-4. I'll give her a shout on her cell there and just ask her to touch base with you. In the meantime, I've got an update there regarding the search that just came in. Can I go over the air with that for you or drop it down to your unit?
The computer drop it too, so just go over there.
Okay. Constable Boyle with Westville Police. Apparently, Steve Sardi called them and advised he was at the Tim Hortons in Westville and sees a male from Shetty Camp who was making lewd comments. Some children came into Tim Hortons, 8 to 14 years old. Apparently, he was talking very explicitly. Officers in Westville had interactions with this SOC Corey LeBron yesterday as well. If you prefer, I can email these to you as well, or whatever the easiest way to give you these updates is going to be.
Are they updates for the search, or is this a file that needs to be investigated?
No, anything I'm coming to you with is going to be as pertaining to the search.
Maybe just update. Can you send me an email? I don't have a terminal or anything. Can you send me an email about it?
10-4, will do.
Station 2 RPAS team will be taking off and plotting a grid over the house, maintaining 260 altitude, to repeat 260 altitude.
10-4, got that added in as well. Are you on your way to Gairloch Road there?
Road address.
Yeah, it's going to be 1407 Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station. I'm going to drop the file there down to you, and you're on mutual aid 6, which is great. Just 1 second while I drop that down to you.
10-4, it's 1407, correct?
10-4, you got it. I've dropped a copy of the file down to you there.
10-4, thanks. I don't have a workstation, but it'll be attached to me there.
10-4.
Search command, this is Casero 2. Do you copy?
Casero 2, this is search command. Go ahead. Over.
We're up just past our location. A lady dropped by and said she found a pink shirt and a blue shirt on the side of the road. Do you want coordinates so that you can see if you already have them from your team? Don't see flag and tape near it, but I can give you the coordinates and I'll take a picture for you. Okay. 20T 051.
So I think that's the first time I heard that they found a pink shirt and a blue shirt on the side of the road. We never heard anything more about that, so I suspect it wasn't related to the case as far as we know, but that's something I missed the first the first go around. Anybody else remember hearing that way back when? Because, I don't know.
2724 5030565. Can you read that back?
Casera 2, command reads back. 512724 5030565. Over.
That is affirmative. That is correct. There's 3 pieces total. 2 plus up front is a purple item. Good. We'll stay here and secure it. You can check. I don't know if we have a dog man nearby. And again, it may have been phoned in.
No, right away. And do you have command's number to send picture to?
I have no cell coverage. Are they on a different mutual aid?
No, the odd picture's getting through. But that's fine. As long as you have it, we'll probably end up sending.
Yeah, your last part was broken. We are up on that road now. We're going to stay at this location until my suggestion is dogs or trackers on it.
Copy that. Stand by.
Colchester Command. Copy. Kilo 6 on the air here. Any of the Kilo units at the command post copy that last transmission? Yeah, Fraser, Kilo 5 here. We copied it. We're not too far off our task here. Just trying to get some more details about it. Colchester Command, bus, do you copy? Fraser, am I going through? Yeah, 10-4, but she's got you 5x5. Whoever was asking for a dog, do you copy?
02. Yeah. Go ahead.
Are you looking for a dog to go into a specific area for something that you found?
That is correct. Do you know where the helicopter lands?
Copy that.
Take a right at that intersection, come down probably 400 or 500 meters, and you'll see a gray light here with a vehicle with lights on.
Copy that. Give us a few there to get back to our truck, and we'll head that way.
Copy that. Pushy, you copy.
Go ahead.
Before you start accepting tasks from everybody there, just come back to the command post, get your task from them, and then proceed.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll stay on this task then, if that's the case. I just thought they were requesting a dog to head out there.
Yeah, I'm free right now, so I can deal with that. We'll just let Sarah go through the chain of command here, and then if you need a dog, I'll go. Sarah from RCMP ABS. Sarah 2, go ahead. Just here, the command post. What do you need a canine for there? I didn't request a canine. What I did is just put in a waypoint, basically. Back to you guys. The photos are on their way back. All we're doing is standing here, securing the site. 10-4. Yeah, don't break off your task for that. What they were reporting there was dealt with yesterday already. I'm going to go talk to the Casera guys right now.
Yeah, I'm back on.
Kilo 2 from Gagnon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Those pieces of cloth, that's what you and I went and with the dog yesterday there when the family brought us up there. Okay, are you there with the Casera guys right now? I just want to let them know that we cleared that area already. We're good. Yeah, I'm here with them, and we should probably just flag it. I don't have any flagging tape or anything, so this is what I think you called in again. How about I'll find some flagging tape for you, and I'll bring it up. I'm on my way. Kilo 2, if you're coming this way with flagging tape, just bring me a Sharpie, something that we can mark on it. Kilo 2 from Gagnon. Yeah, but are you coming to just past where we searched yesterday there, near the pipeline? Is INET there with you? I thought I was meeting them up at the command post. Well, I was informed to come and go to that spot that you had found there. I'm just not quite sure where that is, so if you could send me in the right direction at least. Yeah, I've got the GPS coordinates. I'm going to meet up with IDET here. Let me get to the command post where I get cell phone coverage, and then maybe I can text you the exact spot. Identified at all? No, it's very close to a kilometer up that giant hill. You're not going to find them unless you know exactly kind of where they're at. Yeah, they were supposed to be up towards McLeod Road.
I got one person out and brought her back, and she's signed out, and they've taken her to her car.
Well, she's the patient that was suffering from the heat exhaustion.
Yes, I believe so. That's what she told me.
Okay, then for next time, she should have came basically checked out. So someone to take very lightly. But anyway, make sure she hydrates, get lots of fluids into her.
I'll send her a car now, so.
Okay, boy.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to wait here at the command post for IDENT, and then we're going to go to where you're at once they get here.
All right, then, I had received instructions to go place something over it and just keep that thing protected, but if they're not going to be too long, then it might not be necessary.
Yeah, like I said, I've got the GPS coordinates, and I'll have to show you exactly where it was, so you might as well just hang out on the road, and we'll be there when we get.
All units on Mutual Aid 6 from 355, be aware an alert will be going out shortly regarding the missing children. That's Sergeant Weiss from 355.
Go ahead.
We just got information from a party who doesn't want to leave their name or phone number. They thought they possibly had a sighting of the child. It was 20 minutes ago, and it was over on Coldstream in Colchester County. Do you want me to air the rest of the details?
No, can you create a file and task Colchester detachment with that, please?
Then we're doing that now as well.
Colchester Command, members of the family coming up to CMP shortly.
Halifax base, GSA Parsons, over.
Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, completed a sweep of the property. Nothing seen. There are some kids' bikes here, but members are still interviewing the person, so not sure if you've got any other direction for us at this point. Over.
Oh, negative. They can return.
Copy that. Returning to base. Halifax Command, Rescue 2. Over.
Lee.
We'll walk up the gas pipeline trail there, and there's definitely some child-sized footprints in the mud here that are still visible. They're a bit eroded from the heavy rain, but they're still visible. So, not sure if you'd like us to continue on up the trail or what you'd like to do. Over.
Hang on, I'll let you talk. Let Greg tell you what he wants.
Yeah, Lee, the gentleman that was here said that he broke some branches that he left out over the trail. So if you see those, that'd be great. But if you can send us coordinates or record coordinates of the footprints, if you feeling up to it, I definitely recommend seeing if you can find anywhere track tracks where it goes off. And, you know, you guys want to keep walking it until you don't find tracks anymore. That's good, but just log them. Over.
Yeah, I've marked one set up on top of the hill with a stick and just a green nitrile glove. But I can go back and get some flagging tape out of my bag or just keep walking it. But they're definitely child size and it's hard to tell how fresh they are with the rain from last night.
Yeah, and copy, when you take photos of them, do you have anything to do, anything of reference for a scale, a ruler, your hand or something, an iPhone, etc.? Over.
Yeah, I've got my notebook, which is 6 inches, so it'll give you good reference.
And copy, let us know if you find any more clues. Over.
And Rescue 2, over. Yeah, I think we'll return to base. I think we're probably talking kilometers to get to that trail intersection that Buddy had referenced. So I don't think it's something Don and I are outfitted to do tonight. Over.
Okay. All right, Greg was listening, so we heard what you
said. All right, we'll return to base. Over.
I made my way back to your truck through the back trails and stuff there. Did you keep heading south on foot? Yeah, 10-4. We're on the way back now, so
What you're on now is called Cumberland Road, and that meets up to the spot we were going to search. We walked it, no indications from the dog, no prints,
True crime
nothing.
audio.
All right, I'll just wait for you at your truck then.
Yeah, sounds good, buddy. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Not even.
Command post from Staff Weeks.
Go ahead, Josh.
SRCC just phoned me. Your DNRR helicopter is grounded for weather. They'll update when it's available.
Yeah, copy. That's not a surprise.
Hey, just wonder if you can give me, I don't know if you have cell reception there, that you can give me a phone call. It's just Corporal Rice from the watch supervisor today. I just have a public tip there that I was going to pass along in relation to a possible mine shaft in that area. I'm not sure if you're aware. Kevin Clear, who's calling?
Dear CMP, please dog. I'm on task 309. We do have some clear footprints,
Plunder.
probably 3/4 of the way up the gas line. Just want to give you guys that update right now.
Fine.
Yeah, 10-4. Where my task is, about 3/4 of the way to my final waypoint. There are clear prints heading towards my waypoint. When I got to my waypoint, there's nothing past that I could observe, though.
309, I'll relay the command. Please stand by. Task 309, this is Colchester Command. Do you copy? Over.
Yeah, go ahead.
309, command is requesting a photograph be taken and sent to the command phone if possible, if there's self-service. And could you please send the coordinates for those prints? Over.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be back at my truck in about 30 seconds. I'll be quickly.
309, copy that. We'll see you shortly.
Alma, drone team, Halifax, drone team, over. Go ahead, Halifax. Are you guys still doing flight off? Negative. We are packing up and we are going to call it for the night. The precipitation seems to be affecting our infrared capabilities, so we're going to come back out in the morning. Okay, copy that. Copy that. Safe drive home. Halifax. So.
So, that was informative, I think. So, all in all, I don't know, to me, I think that we got, for me, I got more out of the first dispatch audio that we listened to earlier. It's very interesting about Bentley, the dog, being asked to go up to meet the lady on the quad. And we can maybe speculate that that lady on the quad could be the same woman that ran into Janie on the pipeline trail, the lady who Janie talked to, who had a small child on her quad. It's also interesting that Janie or Daniel or somebody brought children's clothes out for the scent dogs and were told that that wasn't going to be necessary. Makes me wonder if the boot prints up towards the pipeline trail were even like Jack and Lily's, like what exactly are those scent dogs tracking? If they're not tracking specific scent off clothing, what exactly were they tracking? And there were a couple of other things that I think were useful. And 3 hours and 10 minutes, guys, that's a lot. That's a long time for me. So thanks everybody for being here. I'm gonna end it kind of abruptly just because trucks are pulling up now and I think I'm gonna be interrupted. But by all means, continue to chat. I don't know if I need to end the live to keep, like, Sunny and Nova, you would know, like, if I end the live right now, does chat keep going, or do I have to keep the live going so that people can continue to chat? Because, I mean, if that's the case, then you guys can, you know, chat next time. As for tomorrow, I'm super excited. I'm going to Costco, so I seriously doubt I'll be doing my own live tomorrow. If Sunny does one, I'll probably join her if she wants. And feel free to rewatch, go through your timestamps. And yeah, let's keep Jack and Lily's faces and names out there, and we'll see everybody real soon. You keep it going for a few minutes? Okay, so I can just like leave this on. And yes, so many wrenches, and I get it. It seems a little bit ridiculous, but to me, and there's still more of you that I'm going to add, like my regulars, the people that I've seen in It's a Crime and Shame, or that, you know, I chat with regularly. I don't want any bullshit here. I don't want any bullshit, false information, rumors. I don't want any of it here. So that's why so many mods, and hopefully over time it'll spread out, and all of you won't be able to make every single live stream. So there's a method to my madness. It might seem ridiculous today, but it'll make sense going forward. So next time we're going to go through day 2, the interviews, and get into Durwood's version of what Janie said, and Janie's stuff, and I feel like I want to answer some stuff, but I don't want to stay much longer. 4 hours is way, way, way too long. I'm gathering that people asking for a dog don't understand what they can do and not do. What would dogs indicate at this point based on my questions and other answers at the presser? Those dogs, did I miss something? Wouldn't alert to anything, would they? I mean, that's my point. Why wouldn't they? I always thought that, and maybe it's because I used to watch too much TV, but, you know, if you're looking for somebody, you give them a piece of their clothing or something, and the dog sniffs it, and then they go track the person down. But if Janie or whoever brought a piece of Jack or Lily's clothing out to them, and the RCMP said that won't be necessary, what are they sniffing for? What are they looking, what are they tracking with? Is it just the most recent? Like, I don't know. I would love to get a scent dog expert on here. I really would. Just like I would love to get a Celebrate person on here to see if they can do the same kind of geofencing and tracking as they do, like on burner phones, as they do on network phones, like on our cell phones. So there's a lot that I'd like to do. We'll see if I can do it. I'm frozen right now, like frozen solid. No, Jack's pull-up was never found. Toothbrushes, yeah, like what are they? If not the kids' clothing, if they didn't need something from the kids to try to track their scent, what were they using, you know? So anyways, I think all in all it was a productive 4 hours. Hell of a way to spend your Saturday. Thank you. And yeah, keep the comments coming. I'll read them, and if I don't read them here, I'll read them on replay. And have a good night, everybody. I don't have an outro, so I'm just gonna end it. If it lets me end it. How do you end it? Here we go. Bye.